welcome to my video on an important Python Tkinter project. In this video, we will write a program for pharmacy management system in Python Tkinter using MySQL database to manipulate our data. In this project, we will able to add medicine in our database, and then we will able to search a medicine, and then we are also able to show all available medicines, and then we will able to add any quantity for any specific medicine, and after it we will able to purchase and print a bill for medicine. Okay, so first you have to set up MySQL in your device, and then you have to open MySQL Workbench. So here I will search MySQL Workbench. So this is MySQL Workbench, and now I have to open it, and after a small time it is opened. So here I have to click this option local instance, and here I have to add my password. Okay, and then I will click OK, and next here I have to create a database. So here I will use query create database, and then you have to use any name for database. For example, I will use for message. Okay, so then you will click this execute button. So in this way your database with name pharmacy will be executed or created. Okay, so here I have already a database, so I will work with that existing database. Okay, so here I have to connect with that my existing database. So I will click this database option, and then I will choose this first option, connect to database. So now I have to enter name of my database, that is rec or record. I will click OK, and here my database is connected. So now I have to create a table inside this database. Okay, so create table. This is query create. Sorry, spelling mistake. Okay, create table, and you can use any name for your table. For example, I will use pharmacy. Okay, pharmacy, and then here you have to use or create some columns. Okay, so first medicine name. So M name or medicine name or only name, you can use any name. Okay, and then its type should varchar. Okay, varchar, and then here I have to define its size. So I will set size 15, and then here I have to use price. Okay, so price for this medicine. So here I will use price, and here I have to create this column with type int. Okay, and here I will assign 5. Okay, and then here this is price, and then quantity. Okay, quantity, and here or simple you can use name quant. Okay, and also its type should int, and here I will define the size. So I will use size 4. Okay, and next here I have to use this is quantity, and then expiry date. Okay, so now I have to create name sorry column for expiry. Okay, expiry, and its type should date. Okay, so date. When we are adding this medicine, then we have to enter also expiry date of this medicine. Okay, so now I have these columns: name, price, quantity, and expiry date. Okay, so I have to create this table. I will execute this query. Okay, and then you can see our table is created successfully. Okay, now we have only 4 columns in it. Okay, so I will minimize it, and then here I have to start my Python code. So I will open a folder. So you can create new folder anywhere inside your computer, and you can use any name for your folder. So I have folder with name Python Projects. Okay, so these are my Python files, but I have to create new files. Okay, so here I have to open command prompt cmd. I will type this in this address bar, and I will click enter key. So here I have to enter command code space dot, and then I will click enter key. So now this is our VS code. Okay, and here I have to create new file. I will click this explorer, and now these are my existing files in Python project folder. But I have to create new file. So I will click this one, new file option. So here, this is for messy, okay? For dot py. So py is extension, okay? I will click enter key. So now you can see this is for dot py file, okay? So now I have to define class. So class, here I have to use class, and you can use any name for your class. I will use pharmacy, okay? And then here I have to use column. Now I have to define the structure for this class, okay? So double underscore in it or initiate. Again double underscore, and then here I have to pass two arguments. First is self and other is root. You can use any other name for root, but self will remain same, okay? And here I will use column. Now I have to initialize this root. So self dot root, and I have to initialize with root, okay? So now I have to create main window. So here I will use root, and then I have to create a main window. So tk, here you can see this is an error because still we have not imported our tkinter. So I have to import tkinter as tk, okay? So you can use different alias. I am using tk. You can use only t and any other character, okay? So tk dot, now we have to access tk main window, okay? Sorry, tk, okay? And next I have to create object. So here I will use obj, and then here I have to create object. So I will use pharmacy because I have to create object for class pharmacy, okay? And here I will pass loop. Then I have to access main loop, okay? Root dot main loop. This main loop is used to execute our project and also handles all events in our project, okay? So next, here I have to use, sorry, and next here I have to set a title. So I will set title self dot root dot title, okay? Now I have to enter any title. So this is pharmacy management, okay? So I will enter pharmacy management. So next I have to save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So after a small while, this is our output, okay? So this is our main window, but its size is very small. We have to increase its size according to size of our uh, device window, device screen, okay? I will close this, and also I will close this, okay? So next here I have to use, this was self root title, and then here I have to get width of my device, okay? Self dot width, this is a global variable, okay? Width, this is global variable. I have to use this variable inside different functions. If you have not to use this variable in any other function, then you can use only width, okay? Or you can also use any other name, but I have to use it inside different functions. So here I have to use self dot width, okay? Now this is global variable, otherwise it will be a local variable. So here I have to get width of my screen, okay? So self dot root dot w info, okay? This w info means widget information, that returns us information of any widget, but I have to get information about screen width. So here I will use w info underscore screen width, okay? So this will return us width of our screen, and we will assign this value to our global variable, okay? So next I have to create or get height. So self dot height, okay? And now I have to get height, self dot root dot w info underscore screen height, okay? Height, and now this is screen width and this is screen height. I will go next, and here I have to set these values in our geometry method, okay? So here I will use self dot root dot geometry, okay? Geometry, and here I have to use formatted string. This formatted string can carry a variable value and string value. Okay, so here I have to use for variable a value. So first I will use our first global variable, that is self dot width. Okay, and then I have to use this multiply sign, and then I have to use other variable, that is self dot height. Okay, now I have to start this window from first row. So plus 0 and from first column. Then again plus 0. Now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay. So now this is our uh, window. Okay. Or main window, or you can say our root window. Okay. Or even you can say our user interface window. So I will close this and also I will close this. Okay. So next I have to set a title. So here this is title and I have to use label. So tk dot label, because label is widget of Tkinter. So we have to access this widget from Tkinter. That's why I am using this tk as an object. Okay, and then this dot to access this label widget from Tkinter. Okay, so now I have to create this label inside our root window, self dot root. Okay, and then I have to set text by using text property, and I will use text. So here this is pharmacy. Okay, pharmacy management system. Okay, so this is our title, and then here I have to define border by using bd property, and I will use 50. Sorry, border should only 4, and here I have to use background color, or even I can use border style. So here I will choose relief property, and then here I have to use group. Okay, you can use any other style for your border. So this is border style, that is group. And next I have to define font style by using font family. So here I have to define Arial as a font family, and then I have to set size 50, and then here I have to use it is bold or underlined, so I will set it bold. Okay, so this is style, and next I have to set its background color. Okay, so here I have to use bg property. Okay, bg property. So I will select this, and now I have to assign value. Okay, so you can use any background color, but I will define a function, and then using that function I will able to use thousands of color without remembering their names. Okay, so here I have to define a function def color. Okay, you can use any other name. Then I have to pass arguments. First is self and other, R for red, G for green, and B for blue. So we are going to use hexadecimal. Okay, so we have to use hexadecimal colors. So I will use here return method. Okay, it will return us a formatted string. So here I have to use sharp sign, and then I have to use pair of curly braces. Okay, now R for red, and here I will use 2x. Okay, and then here I have to use green. Okay, and then 02x for green, and then here for blue I will use again 02. Okay, x. Okay, so it will return us these values, and we will use different values for these colors, and in different combination we will get different colors. Okay, so now I have to call this function here. Okay, bg, and here I will use self dot color, and then here I have to pass values. So I will enter here 220 or 240. You can use values from 0 to 255. Okay, so 240 for red, and then here 150 for green, and 180 or 200 for blue. Okay, so this is our background color, and now here I have to use pack method to define its side. Okay, so here I have to use title dot pack. Okay, and now here I have to use side. Okay, I will choose side top. Okay, top, and then I have to fill it horizontally. So I will use fill property, and then I will use X. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So this is our output, and this is color combination. Okay, so pharmacy management system, this is our title label, and it is also filled because we have used fill property, so it is horizontally filled. Okay, so this was our title. Now I have to close it, and then I will create a frame. Okay, so first I have to create first frame. Okay, and then I have to comment out it. So this is our add frame. Okay, add frame. So then I will use name add frame also. Okay, add frame, and now this is a widget of Tkinter. So I have to access it by using tk dot frame. So now this is our frame, and I have to create it inside our root window. Okay, self dot root. Then I have to set its border by using bd property, and I will use value 4. Okay, and then here I have to use border style by using relief property, and I will set style Redich. Okay, you can use any other style, and then I have to use bg property to set background, and here I will call color function self dot color, and here I have to use a combination to create new color. Okay, so now I will use 1 or 200. Okay, and 240 for green, and then 150 for blue. Okay, so this is our color combination, and now I have to set its position. So this is add frame dot place. Here I have to use place method to set its position. So here I have to define its width first. Okay, so what should the width of this frame? So first I will get total width of my screen. So this is in self dot width variable. Okay, so now I have to divide it by 3 to get third part of total width of our screen. Okay, so here I have divided it by 3, and now I have to define its height. Okay, so height should I will get total height self dot height. This is total height. Now I will decrease some value from total height. Okay, so then I have to use x property, and here for x I will use, because this is our padding for x-axis. Okay, I will use 20, and for y I will use 100. Now I will save it, and I will execute it to show you output. This is our add frame. Okay, and its color is beautiful. So here I have to add some entry widget. Okay, to get information about medicine. Then here we have to create a button. When this button will click, then we have to insert all this information in our database. Okay, and after this we have to create here one more frame. Okay, to print bill or to show all information of our medicines. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to create some widgets inside this frames. Okay, so this is add frame. First I have to create a label. Okay, so first for name label, and here I have to create label tk dot label. Okay, and we have to create it inside our root self dot root, and then here I have to set text by using text property. So here this is text, and I will use enter name. Okay, or medicine name, you can use any name. Okay, so medicine. Okay, medicine, and here I have to use column, and next I have to set background color of this label. I will use bg property, and then I will use same color combination that was used for our frame. I will copy this, and I will paste this here. Okay, and now I have to define its font style by using font property. Okay, so this is font, and here I have to pass values in tuple. When we have to enter values more than one value, then we have to use tuple. Okay, so because we have to pass more than one value for a single property, then we are going to use this tuple. Okay, so here I have to define Arial font family and size. Here I will use 15 and then I will set it bold. Okay, so next here I have to set its layout. So name label dot grid. So this grid is grid layout. Okay, here we can define row number. I have to create it in first row, and column I have to create it in first column. Okay, then pad x, here I have to enter value 20, and pad y I have to enter value 30. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, I have any error. What is error? Grid inside dot which already has slaves managed. I will see what is problem in grid. Okay, so name label dot grid. Sorry, I am using here self dot root, but I have to create it inside our add frame. Okay, so here I will use add frame. Okay, so now I will save it once again and then I will execute it. So now this is our label medicine. Now here we have to create input field. Okay, so here I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, and then here I have to use another method, sorry, widget, that is entry widget. Okay, so here I have to use self with it because I have to create global variable to access it in any other function. Okay, so self dot name in. Okay, and then here I have to create entry widget tk dot entry. Okay, I have to create it in our add frame. Okay, and next here I have to define its border. You can skip it. Okay, bd property and I will enter 2, and here I have to use width property and I will set border with 20. Okay, and then here I have to use its was border and width. Okay, and also I can use font family. So here I will use Arial and I will set 15, and also I can set bold, but I think I should not use bold. Okay, so next I have to set its layout. So self dot name in dot grid. I am using this grid layout, and then here I have to use row property and I have to create this in our first row and second column of first row. Okay, so next here I have to use pad x. I will enter 10 for pad x and 30 for pad y. Okay, pad y 30. So this is our input field. I will save it and now I will look at this. So this is our label entry widget. Okay, so now I have to create such uh, labels and then input field. So I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so now I will go next, and here I have to create an other label. Okay, so here I have to get price. So price label. Okay, and here I have to create again label tk dot label, and I will copy all this code from here and then I will paste it. So I will copy this and here I will paste it, and next I have to set its layout. So here I will use price, sorry, not print, price label and dot grid. Okay, so here I have to define row number. I will use second row. Okay, and first column of second row for the second label, and then here I have to use pad x and I will enter value 20, and for pad y I will enter value 30. So I have to create entry widget. Okay, so here I have to get price by using this widget. So self dot price in. Okay, and then here I have to create this tk sorry entry widget from Tkinter entry. Okay, and then here I have to copy this code from here and then I will paste it. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste it here, and now I have to set its layout. So self dot price in dot grade. Okay, dot grade, and here I have to define row number. So this is second row number, and this is second column of second row number. Okay, and then pad x, I will enter value 10, and for pad y I will use value 30. Okay, so this is second label and input field. So in the same way, I have to define some more input fields and these entry widgets. Okay, so this was for price in, and now I have to use, I have to get quantity. Okay, so quant label, and here I have to create quantity tk dot label, and then I will copy all this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it. I will copy this, and next I will paste this here, and next here I should change the name. Okay, so I have to change text value. First was medicine, second is price. Okay, and this is quantity. Here I will use quantity. Okay, so quantity, and next I have to set its layout. So here I will use quant label dot grid. Okay, and then I have to define row number. Now I have to use third row number and first column of third row number. Okay, and next here I have to define padding. So I will use pad x. Okay, and then I will enter value 20, and for pad y I will enter value 30, and next here I have to create entry widget. So for quantity, so here I will use self dot quant in. Okay, and then here I have to create this entry widget. Okay, and then here I have to create it inside our add frame. I will copy this code from here, and then I will paste it here. Sorry, I have to copy this. Okay, and then I have to paste this here. Okay, so next I have to set its layout. Okay, so self dot quant in dot grade. Okay, so now I have to define row number. So third row and second column. Okay, so here I have to use 1, and pad x I will enter value 10, and for pad y I will enter value 30. Okay, so this is our third input field and label. Now I have to create one more input field with label. Okay, so this is for expiry. Okay, expiry label, and here I have to use tk dot label, and now I will copy all this code from here, and then I will paste it inside our next label. To save your time, I have copied it, and now I will paste it right here. Okay, and now I have to change text value. So previous was our quantity, and this is expiry. Okay, expiry, sorry, expiry, and then here I have to define its layout. So here I have to use expiry label dot grid. Okay, and then here I have to use row number. So I have to create it in fourth row, and then column number in first column of fourth row, and then pad x. For horizontal padding I will enter value 20, and for pad y I will enter value 30, and next I have to get value from entry widget. So here I have to declare global variable once again, self dot expiry in. Okay, and here I have to use tk dot entry to access this entry widget, and then I will copy this code from here, and then I can paste it. Okay, so now I have to paste it, and then I have to define its layout also. To self dot expiry in dot grid. Okay, so next here I have to use row property, and I will use fourth row number and second column of fourth row number. Okay, and for horizontal padding I will use 10, and for vertical padding I will use 30. Okay, so this is our label and input field. Now I have to create one button to add item or our medicines in database. Okay, so this is our add button, and here I have to create button tk dot button. Okay, and I have to create this button inside our add frame, and then here I have to set text by using text property, and I will enter value add medicine. Okay, and next here I have to define its background color. So I think by default background color is fine, and here I have to set border. Okay, here I will enter border value 2, and then border style I will use raised. Okay, it should raised, and you can use any other value. So this is our text value, this is our border style, and here I have to use font styles, for example font family, and then font size, and then I will set it bold, and then here I have to define width of this button, I will use 20. Okay, and next I have to set its layout. So add button dot grid, and here I will use again a row property, and I have to create it in fifth row. Okay, and column I have to use first column. Okay, and then I think this is enough, or I can use pad X. So here I will use 30, and for pad Y I will use 40. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So this is our button, and these are our labels, but our entry widgets are outside this frame. Okay, because this add medicine button is occupying much place in first column. Okay, so now our first column is from here to here. Okay, so for this our next widget, that is our entry widget, is outside the frame. Okay, so I have to merge two columns for this add medicine button. So I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I have to use column span. Okay, column span, I will merge two columns, I will save it, and then I will execute it. So now you can see this is our first label and first input field, and so on, and this is our add medicine button. When we will enter all values, then we will click this add button, and if everything is fine, then this medicine will be inserted in our database. So now I have to create one more frame here. Okay, that will be used for information of medicine, or we can use this frame to print bill. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to create one more frame. Okay, so here I will use def keyword, but first I have to create simple frame. So here I can comment out. Okay, so this is our bill frame or detail frame. Okay, detail frame. So next I have to create frame. This is detail frame. Okay, and then here I have to create frame tk dot frame, and I have to create this frame inside our root window, self dot root, and I have to define its border by using border property. I will use 4 size border, and I have to use relief property to set border style. I will use redich. Okay, and next I have to use background color or by using bg property. Okay, and here I have to call self dot color function. Okay, and here I have to create a combination for colors. Okay, so here I will use 220 for this red. Okay, and then here I have to use 200 for yellow, and 2 1 or 240. Okay, for our blue color. Okay, so this is background color. Now I have to set its position. So detail frame. Okay, dot place, and here I have to define width. Okay, so I have to get width. First I will get total width of our device. So here self dot width. Okay, this is local variable, global variable that contains width of our device. Okay, and then I have to multiply it by 2. Okay, to get half width, but I will decrease some pixels from half also. Okay, so I will decrease 100 from half. Okay, and then here I have to define height. Okay, so here I have to get total height self dot height. Okay, and now I will decrease 180 value from total height, and then I will use pad x. Okay, only x, and then here I will use 20, and then here I have to use y, and here I have to use 100. Okay, 100. So this is our second frame. I will save it and I will execute it to show you output, and this is our frame. Okay, but it is overridden on our first frame. So I have to increase padding value for this frame. I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to add this 20 with width of our first frame. Okay, so this is our first frame's width. Where is our first frame? Okay, so this is width of our first frame. I will copy this and then I will paste this here. Okay, I will paste it here with Control V. Also here I will use plus sign, and then I have to increase 20 more pixels for a second padding. Okay, so this is gap between these two frames. Okay, so now I will save it and then again I will execute it. Okay, so now this is our detail frame. Okay, so this is first padding 20 pixel and this is second padding 20 pixel. So this is total 40 pixel padding, and this is total width multiplied, sorry, divided by 2. This is our width for first frame. Okay, that's why we are using self dot width divided by 2, sorry, 3, and then we are adding 40 more pixels for these two paddings. First is this and second is this. Okay, now here I have to create one more frame here. Okay, and it will carry some buttons. So here I have to create one more frame. Okay, so here I will create frame with here first I will comment out. Okay, so this is buttons frame. Okay, or options frame. Options frame. Okay, so here I have to create frame opt frame and then pk dot. So here I have to use once again frame widget. Okay, and I have to create it inside our root window self dot root. Okay, and here I have to use border property. So here I will use border 4, and then I have to use relief property to set border style. So this is reddish. Okay, and here I have to define background color. So I will use bg property, and here I will use the same color that was used for our first frame. You can use any other color, but I will use this. Okay, so I will copy this from here and then I will paste it here. Okay, so this is our second frame. So now I have to define width. Okay, so option frame. Okay, option frame, and here I have to use place method. So first I have to get width. Okay, so I have to define width. I think it will 300. Okay, or even I can use as self dot width. This is total width. I will divide it by 2, so it is equal to our first frame or add frame. Now I will decrease some pixels from this. Okay, and then here I have to define height. Okay, so self dot height. This is total height of our screen, and now I have to decrease 180. Okay, and then here I have to use x for horizontal padding, and then here I have to use value. So here now I have to get two widths. Okay, first for our first frame. Okay, so here I will use self. Okay, dot width. Okay, and I will divide it by 3. This is uh, total width of our first frame. Okay, so then I have to add total width of second frame. Okay, and this is our second frame. So this is width of our second frame. Okay, So here I have to use width. Okay, sorry, yes, I have to add self dot width. Okay, and I have to divide it by 2, and then I have to decrease 100. Okay, so this first is width of our first frame, and this is width of our second frame. Okay, and we are adding these together, and then also we have to add some more pixels. Okay, add or decrease, I will use here 60. Okay, so now I will use padding. So here I have to use pad x. Okay, so sorry, here I have to use x. Okay, and then here I will use again, yes, this was x, and for y I have to use 100. Okay, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so this is our last frame. Okay, so this is our last frame. I have to decrease its width. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to decrease 20 more pixels. So here I will use 40. Okay, and here I have to decrease its width. Okay, so here I will use 150. Okay, or even I can use minus 200. Okay, and then I will save it, and then I will execute it. So this is width, but still it is out of the frame. Okay, our root frame or root window. So I have to decrease some more pixels. I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so I think this width is very large. So here this is divided by 3. I have to divide it by, sorry, it was divided by 2. Now I have to divide it by 3. So I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now this is perfect. Okay, so this is our add frame, this is our detail frame, and this is our option frame. Okay, so here we have to add some buttons, but first here we have to create a table. So here we will set table, and I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to work in our detail frame. Okay, so here first I have to set a label. Okay, so here I will create label, and here tk dot label. Okay, and I have to set this label in our detail frame. Okay, detail frame, and I have to define its border, but first I will set text value. Okay, by using text property. Okay, so here I will use text details. Okay, details. So here I have to use background color by using bg property. Okay, and here I have to use any background color, but I will use brown. Okay, or I can also use gray. Okay, and then here I have to use border style by using bd property, and here I will use value 3, and then here I have to use relief property to set border style. So I will use commas, and here I will choose this group. Okay, and next I have to define font style by using font property. So here I will use font. Okay, and then here I have to pass values in tuple. So Arial. Okay, and font here I will set 30. Okay, and I will set it bold. Okay, and then here I have to define its position. So here I will use label. Okay, dot pack. Okay, I have to pack it in our top of this frame. Okay, so here I have to define side, and I will set it in the top. Okay, and then I have to fill it by using fill property, and I have to fill it horizontally. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so this is details. Okay, so here we have to print all details of our medicines. Okay, even we can print bill. So now I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to declare a frame, sorry, another function. So here I will use def keyword. Okay. So now this is tab function. Okay. Tab function. So here we have to create one more frame inside this function. So here I have to use self. Okay. And then here I have to use this column. Okay. So this was our detail frame, and then I have to create one more frame. Okay. So here this will our tab frame. Okay. So tab frame, and here I have to create frame by using tk dot frame, and I have to create this frame inside our detail frame. Okay. Detail frame, but we cannot use it because this is not global. So I have to use here self with it. So first I will select this, and then I will enter Control Shift plus L. Okay. So now I have to use self dot. Okay. Now this self dot is added everywhere where that frame exists. Okay. So here detail self dot detail frame. Okay. Self dot detail frame. So this will be created inside our detail frame. So I have to set its borders. Okay. So I will define border. For I have to use relief property, and here I will use sun kill. Okay. And then here I have to define bg property, and here I have to use a background color. So here I will use cyan. Okay. And then here I have to use place method. Tab frame dot place, and here I have to define its row number. Okay. Sorry, not row. Here I have to define its width. Okay. So first I will get width of our detail frame. So this is width of our detail frame. I will copy this. Okay. And then I will paste it here. Okay. And now I have to remove or subtract some more pixels from this. Okay. So here I have to decrease 150 or 140. Okay. So here I will decrease 140 pixels, and then here I have to define height, and here I have to get height of our this detail frame. Okay. So this is height of our detail frame. I will copy this, and now I will paste this here. Okay. And now here I have to decrease some more pixels from total height. So here I will define 220. Okay. So here I will use 220. Okay. 220. So now, or even you can use 250. Okay. And now I have to define its width. Okay. This is width, height, and now I have to set padding. Okay. So now I will use 20, and for pad y, sorry, y padding, here I will use only 40 or 50. Okay. So now I will call this function here. Where is our detail frame? So after detail frame here, I will call this function. Okay. So self dot tab function, and here I have to use parenthesis. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now this is our frame. Okay. And I should decrease some more values. Okay. So I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay. So here I have to decrease some values. Okay. Where is our option frame? And here I will decrease for height. Okay. Here I will use 270 to decrease some more pixels, and here I will increase padding for y-axis. So here I will use 70. Now I will save it again, and then I will execute it. Okay. So now this is perfect. Okay. So this is our tab frame inside our detail frame. Okay. So here I have to create a table. I will close this, and also I will close this. So this is our tab function, and here I have to create some first scroll bar. Okay. First I will declare variable with name x scroll, and here I have to access from tkinter by using tk dot scroll bar. Okay. This is scroll bar. I have to create it in our tab frame. And next I have to use orient property, and I have to set it horizontally. Okay, then I have to use pack method x scroll dot pack, and here I have to define its side. So here I have to use side property. So I have to side it in bottom. Okay, then I have to use fill property. So I have to fill it in x-axis. Okay, and in the same way I have to define other scroll bar. So this is y underscore x scroll. Okay, sorry, y scroll, and here I have to create the scroll bar by using tk scroll. So this is scroll bar. I have to create it in our tab frame, and I have to use orient property. I will enter value vertical. Okay. Next, I have to pack it to y scroll dot pack, and then I have to define side. I have to set it in right side of our frame, and then here I have to use fill property, and I have to fill it vertically. Okay, so here I will use y. Okay, so I will fill it vertically, and then I will save it. And now I want to show you by using this. Okay, so this is our scroll bar for vertical, and this is our scroll bar for horizontal. Okay, and I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, and then here I have to add some more thing. I have to add a table in this frame. Okay, so here I have to create table. So self dot table. This is global. Okay, and here I have to create table ttk. But this is an error because we have to import ttk from tkinter. Okay, so from tkinter import ttk. Okay, now we can use this ttk. Okay, ttk dot tree view. So in fact name of this table is tree view widget. I have to create it in our tab frame. Okay, this is tab frame, and I have to define columns. So here I will select columns property, and here because I have to define more than one column, that's why here I have to use tuple. So first column is name. Okay, name of medicine, and second is our first was name, second is our price. Okay, price, third is quantity, quant, and fourth is our expiry. Okay, expiry. So these are our four columns, and here I have to set position. Okay, or I have to configure this table. So self dot table. Okay, dot pack. So here I have to use fill property, and then I have to fill it in both sides. Okay, and then I have to use expand property, and I will enter value 1 for expand. Okay, so it will fill it horizontally. Okay, I mean in x-axis and y-axis, and it will set fill, or it will fill in our frame or in our tab frame. Okay, so here this is our tab frame. So now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So this is our tab frame. Okay, and these are columns. Okay, these are columns. So I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so here I have to configure these scroll bars with this table. Okay, so here I have to configure them. Okay, so here I have to use x scroll. Okay, x scroll dot configure. I have to configure it with table. So here I have to use command property. Okay, command, and here I have to use self dot table. Okay, dot. Now I have to use x view. Okay, self table dot x view, and then I have to configure by scroll. Okay, by scroll, and here I have to use dot configure. Okay, dot configure, and here I have to use command property. Okay, and then here I have to use self dot table. okay, and then dot by view, okay. So now I have to use here uh, comma and x command, x scroll command, and here I have to use x scroll dot set, okay, and then y scroll command, and here I have to use y scroll, okay, dot set, okay. So now I have to create headings for our these uh, labels, or sorry, columns, okay. So here I will use them. So self dot table, okay. So these are our columns, but now we have to set headings for these columns, okay. Self dot table dot heading, okay. And for name column we have to set text, okay. So we will text name of medicine, okay, or even we can say medicine, okay. And then again self dot table and dot heading, okay. Then second column, that is price, and we have to set text value for price, okay, medicine price or simple price, okay. And next I have to use again self dot table dot heading, okay. So for next, that is quant, okay, quant, sorry, this is quant column, and here I have to set text quantity, okay, quantity. And then again for self dot table, okay, dot heading, okay. And then here I have to use column name, that is expiry, and here I have to use text value, and then here I have to set heading expiry, okay, expiry, okay. So these are our column, and now here I have to do one more thing, self dot table, okay, dot, not dot, square brackets, and then show, okay. I have to use this method, and then I have to show only headings, okay. So other columns will remove, only such a columns that are with heading, that will be shown, okay. So headings, and now I have to set gaps, okay. So here I have to use self dot table, okay, and then dot column, I have to use column, and here I have to define first column, that is name, and now I have to set a gap or width for this first column, okay. I will set for name 150, okay. And in the same way here I have to use self dot table, okay, and dot column, here I have to use column, and this is price, okay, and here this is width. So here I will use 120, okay, 120 for price, okay. And then here once again I have to set this width, self dot table, okay, dot column, and here I have to define a quantity, okay. So this is quant, and here I have to set with 100, okay, or even yes, this is 100, this is enough. And then again self dot table dot column, okay. Then this is last expiry, okay, expiry, and here I have to set with 150 once again, okay, with 150, okay. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So this is our tab frame, okay, or our table. This is our tab frame, and this is table, okay. And these are headings, medicine, price, quantity, and expiry, and these are our scroll bars, okay. And now I have to create some buttons inside this frame, okay. So I will close this, and also I will close this, okay. So here after this statement I have to define another function, okay, or I have this frame. Where is frame? Our option frame, this is our option frame. So now I have to create some button inside this frame, okay. So I will go next. So here I have to define first button that should our add button was created. This is for search button. Okay, search button, and I have to create button tk dot button, and I have to create it in our option frame. Okay, option frame, I have to set text value by using text property. Okay, here I will use search, and then here I have to define width of this button. I will use 14. Okay, and then here I have to define font. Okay, font, and here I have to use font styles. For example, family is Arial. Okay, then size is 20, and I will set it bold. Okay, so this is our text with font. Okay, and next I have to define its background color. Here I will use BG. Okay, so here I will use background color for this. I can use gray. Okay, gray, and now I have to define its layout. So search button. Okay, dot grid, and here I have to use row number, row property, and I have to create in first row, and here I have to define column. Okay, this is column, and here I have to define first column. Okay, then padding, pad x 10 and pad y 20 or 30. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute it. So this is our button, but its width is some large. I will decrease width. Okay, I will close this, and here I will set width 12. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So still it is large. I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I will set 10. Now I will execute it once again. Okay, so now this is very small, so I can increase padding. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I will set padding 20. Okay, so in the same way I have to create one more button. So I will copy this. Okay, and then I will paste it in next line. Okay, so I have to change name. This was search button. Okay, so here we can use any other value for show all. Okay, so all button, because we have to show all information. So this is all button. Okay, so here I will use show all. Okay, show all, and I have to create it in second row. Okay, so here I have to define one value. So I have to paste it once again. I will paste it, and I have to change one more time its name. Okay, so this was for search show all, and here we can add quantity. Okay, so quant button. Okay, this is also quant button. For example, if we have only five number of medicine, and we have to add some more quantity with same name. Okay, then we will click this button, and we will able to add the same medicine in our pharmacy. So here I have to use quant. Okay, quant, and here I have to define the row number. Okay, so this is third row number, and then once again I have to paste it. So I have to change text value. Okay, so add quantity. Okay, add quantity, and then once again here I will paste it once again. Okay, so now it is purchase button. Okay, if someone have to purchase medicine, then he will click purchase button. Okay, so this is purchase, and then I have to change text value purchase. So this is purchase, and here I have to define row number. So this is fourth row number. Okay, I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So now these are our buttons. Okay, this is search button, show all button, add quantity, and purchase. Okay, and here we can add one more button to close this window. Okay, so here I will create one more button. Okay, here I will paste it. Okay, and here this is our close button. So here close button, this is also close button. Okay, close button. And here I have to use word exit. Okay, so to exit from project, you will click this exit button. Okay, and I have to create it in our fifth. Okay, and I should decrease some values. So where I am using 30, here I will use 25. Okay, so here I will use 25. Also here I will use 25, and also here I will use 25. Okay, and here I should use 25, and in the last, once again I will use 25. I will save it and then I will execute it once again. So now this is perfect. Okay, search button, show all, add quantity, purchase button, and exit from project. Okay, so this is our interface. Now we have to make functional our this first button. Okay, add medicine button. Then we will enter information of medicine. Then we will click this add button, and in this way this medicine will be inserted in database, and then we have to print this information in this table also. Okay, so now I will go back and start new function. Now I have to define another function. So in the next line here I will use def keyword to define function, and now this is add function because we have to add. Okay, so add frame and add function, or even I can say insert function. Okay, and here I have to pass self and then colon, and then here I have to get all these values in local variables. So for name, here I will use name. This is for medicine name. Okay, and then I have to get name of medicine. So self dot name in. Okay, this is the name of variable that contains the value gotten from entry widget. So here you can see that this is name in. Okay, self dot name in, and here self dot price in, and then quant in, and this is expiry in or xpn. Okay, so now I am calling these functions or variables. Okay, sorry, these are variables. So self dot name in dot get. Okay, so here I have to use parentheses. So in this way we will get value from input field. Okay, and its type is string. So we will assign this value to this name variable, and this is a local variable. Okay, so now I have to get price. Okay, price, and here I have to get price, but its integer type, sorry, its data type is int or integer. So I have to convert it into integer. So here I have called int function, and here I have to use self dot, and here I have to use name of variable that was price in. Okay, and dot get. So now, because as you know that our input field or entry widget return us value in type string. Okay, but here we have to need it for integer type. That's why I am using here int function to convert it into integer. Then we will assign this to price variable. Okay, and next here I have to get next value, that is it was name, price, and quantity. Okay, so here I have to get quant. Okay, it is also integer type. So first I have to call int function, then I have to use this self dot expiry in, sorry, not expiry, quant in. Okay, dot get. Okay, and then we will get this value and we will assign to this quant variable, and in the last this is expiry. Okay, expiry, and here we have to get value from input field. Okay, so that is self dot, and name was expiry in dot get. Okay, so it will return us value in string. Okay, and then here I have to convert it into date. Okay, so how can we convert it? So I can declare a variable for date. Okay, or expiry date. Here I can type expiry date. Okay, and here I have to convert it. So for this I have to first import date time. Okay, so here from date time, from date time. Okay, this is date time, and here I have to import date time. Okay, so I have called this, and now I can convert it into date. Okay, it was integer type, and now I have to convert it into date. So here date time dot str string p time. Okay, and here we have to use this input field, sorry, this date. Okay, and sorry, expiry variable. Okay, expiry that contains date, and then here, sorry, and here I have to use comma, and then I have to define format. Okay, so here I will use pair of comma, then modulus, and for year I will use y. Okay, and I will use hyphen, then for month I will use modulus m, and again hyphen, and then again modulus day. Okay, so this string will be converted into date format. So first we have to use a year, then month, and then day. Okay, so here I have to check all these variables, that all these variables are initialized or not. If any one variable is not initialized, then we have to print error that fill all input fields. Okay, otherwise if everything is fine, then we will continue our next process. So here I have to use if condition, if, okay, if name, then price, okay, and price, okay, and price, so it means that these are initialized or they contain any value. Okay, okay, if name and price and quantity, okay, and quant, sorry, and quant, and also you can use this expiry date or you can use any of these given variables. So we will use and, okay, and expiry date. Okay, expiry date. So I will use here column. If all these variables contain any value, then okay, otherwise we will print error message by using else. Okay, so here I will use tk dot message box dot show info, sorry, show error. Okay, show error, and here we have to print error. First I will set title error, then here I will print message that fill all input fields. Okay, input fields. So I will print this message if any of the given variable is not initialized or does not contain any value. Okay, if every variable is initialized, then here we will use try block. Okay, try and accept. Okay, if we have any error from database or from Tkinter or from Python, then we can handle in this block try and accept. Okay, exception as e. Okay, and next I have to print error message tk, sorry, dot message box, sorry, message box dot show error. Okay, it will show us error, and here we have to set title, that is error, and next I have to use formatted string. Okay, and here I have to use again error. Okay, now this is string, and then here I have to use variable that contains error, and this is e. Okay, so if any exception was catch, then it is in e variable, and here we are using this e. Okay, so if everything is fine, then we will start our code inside try block. Okay, so now we have to connect with database to insert values in database, but for this we have to define a function to create or connect with database. Okay, so def, okay, def db function, database function, and here I have to pass self as a parameter, and then I have to use self dot con, this is a global variable. Okay, and here I have to use py_mysql. But here we have an error because still we have to import this py_mysql. So here I will import py_mysql. Okay. So if you have not installed mysql, then you should install it, and then you have to open terminal. So this is terminal, and then open new terminal, and here you have to run a command. So this is the command pip install, okay, py mysql. Okay, so when you will run this command, then mysql will be configured with your python. Okay, so I will close this, and also this is imported, and now you will see that our error is removed. Okay, so py_mysql.connect. Okay, so this is method to create connection with database. So here I have to pass some arguments. For example, first is host, and now by default our host is local host. Okay, and next I have to define user. Okay, and by default root is our user, and next here I have to set the password property, and then here I have to enter password, and then I have to define the name of our database. So here database. Okay, and here I will enter name of database, that is record. Okay, and next I have to access cursor. So self dot cursor, cur, this is global variable again, and now I have to access the cursor, self dot con dot cursor. Okay, so now this contains a cursor. So now we will call this function inside this insert function. Okay, so here I will use here I will call this function self.db function. Okay, and next I have to create a query. Okay, so I will use a variable, and then I will use formatted string. Okay, now I have to write query insert into pharmacy. Okay, pharmacy, insert into pharmacy, and then provide the name of columns existing in your pharmacy table. Okay, so first is name. Okay, and second was our price, and third was our quant, and fourth was expiry. Okay, and here we have to get values. Okay, so here instead of values I will pass some placeholders. Okay, so these are placeholders. So we have four columns, so these should four placeholder, and this placeholder will be replaced with actual values. Okay, so these are our placeholders. Now I have to access execute function. So self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, and now I have to execute this query. So query. Okay, and then I have to pass values in tuple because I have to pass more than one values. Okay, so here I have to define variable names. So first was name. Okay, so here name. So this first placeholder will be replaced with this value of name variable. Okay, so name, and then price. Okay, and then quant, and expire date. Okay, expiry date. So now I will insert all these values in our function, sorry, table, and then we have to commit it. Okay, so here I have to use self dot con dot commit. Okay, so now if everything is fine, then I will print message that medicine is added successfully. Okay, so here I have to use tk dot message box. Okay, dot show info, and now it will show us information, but first I have to set title success. Okay, and then here I have to use formatted string. Okay, and then I will use medicine. First I will use name of medicine. Okay, so this is in name variable. Okay, so medicine okay, is added successfully. Okay, successfully. So this message will be printed if everything is fine. Okay, so otherwise we will print any error gotten from database or Python or Tkinter. Okay, and next here I have to insert these values in our table. So here we have to call function self, okay, dot. So name of function was tab function, okay, and now we have to delete the previous values from our table, okay. So self dot table, okay, and then dot delete. Here we have to call delete method, and then we have to delete all from our self table, okay. Self table dot get children, okay. So this function will return us all data in our table, and then we will delete this data, and then we have to access or retrieve data from database. So here I will use another query, okay, query 2. So here I will use formatted string, okay, and then I have to use select all, okay, from pharmacy where. Now I have to use where clause to filter any specific medicine. So here we have to get that medicine which was just added. Okay, so here I have to use where name is equal. Here I have to use placeholder, or even I can use here name of variable that is name. Okay, and next I have to execute this query. So here self dot cursor dot execute, and here I have to execute query 2, okay, query 2. So we have to execute this, and then we have to fetch this row in a variable, okay. So I will declare a row variable, and now I have to fetch this information from database self dot cursor dot fetch 1, okay. And now if I have fetched this row, now I have to insert this in our table, okay. So here I have to use self dot table, okay, dot insert. Now I have to insert value in our table, okay. So first I have to get a space, then tk dot end. This will return us last value existing in our table, and then after this last value we have to insert values by using this values property, and here I have to insert row, okay, that contains data gotten from a variable, sorry, database, okay. And here I have to close the connection. So self dot con dot close, okay. So here we have got this close connection, and if everything is fine, then it will insert information of this new inserted medicine in database, and then we have closed this connection. So now I have to call this function when our add button or add medicine button will be clicked. Okay, so here I will use command property, and then I have to call the function self dot. So name of function was insert function. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. So here we have to insert uh, any value for medicine. So here medicine medicine 1, okay. So here I will skip price, and here I have to enter quantity. So I will enter 10 quantity, and expiry date I will enter 2025, and first month and first date, okay, and first date. I will try to add medicine, and I have any problem. So self dot price and get. So no, we were converting it into integer. So otherwise it will show us another message that is uh, fill all input fields. Okay, we can try this. So here I can try this. Where is our function? So now I will use this function. Okay, so this is price. So I will go to next line, and here I will simply get this value. Okay, sorry, what is this? So here I will remove this int function from here. Also from here I have to use this self dot price in dot get simply. Okay, and then here I have to use simple this variable. Okay, self, and also here this is self, and here I have to use if name and price and quantity, and here also I will use simple expiry. Okay, expiry, and then here we will convert these values in integer. Okay, so for example this was price, so I will use simple p for this. Okay, price p, and here I will use quantity simple q. Okay, so here I will use simple price because I have to declare new variable with this name. Okay, so no q, and here I have to use this. Okay, if name and p and q are initialized, then we have to convert this price and quantity into integer. Okay, so first get price. Okay, price, and now call int function, and now convert this p into integer. Okay, then again I have to declare variable with name quant. Okay, and here I have to call int function, and then I will convert q. Okay, into integer. Now I will close this existing output. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Now I will try to add another value. So first I will skip this first one, and here, or even I can add here, I will skip this second. Okay, so medicine 1. Okay, medicine 1, and here I will skip this, and now I will add quantity 10, and here I will insert date 2025 first month. Okay, and first date. Now I will add this, but still I have any error. So what is error? Message box tk.messagebox.show error. Okay, so we have to import this message box from Tkinter. Okay, so here I have to import. I will use comma and then message box. Okay, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so still what is problem? I will close this, and here I can write it in another line. Okay, from tk enter add import message box. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute, but first I will close previous output, and now I will save once again. Sorry, I will close this, and now I will execute it once again. Okay, and now here I will add medicine. So I will add medicine 1, medicine 1. I will skip price, and I will enter quantity 10 and expiry 2025, and one first month and first date. I will click add, and now fill all input fields. Now our price input field is empty. So now I have to insert value in this also. Okay, so price, here I have to enter price 20 rupees. Okay, so now I will click add button, and medicine 1. Okay, name of medicine is medicine 1. Medicine is added successfully. For example, here is name Panadol. Then Panadol medicine is added successfully. I will click OK. So now on non column medicine 1 in where clause. Okay, I will click OK. It is not inserting value here. So I will close this, and now here I have to check the query that is creating a problem for us. So now I have to check which is the query. Okay, so now here I have to use placeholder. here I should use placeholder. Okay, sorry, placeholder, and here I have to use variable name. Okay, variable name, and now it will work correctly. So next I have to make functional our next button. I will show you. I will save it and then I will execute it once again. I will make functional this search button, but once again I will try to insert one more medicine. Okay, medicine to price. Here I will enter 15 and then quantity 5, and expiry here I will enter 225. Okay, and then second month and first date. Okay, I will add medicine. Okay, this medicine is also added successfully. I will click OK, and now this is information of medicine name, price, quantity, and expiry date. Okay, now everything is fine, but these input fields are not clear. They should clear when we have successfully inserted data in table and database. Okay, so next I have to define a function to make them clear, and then I have to make functional this search button, and now I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so here first I have to define a function to clear input fields. Okay, so def. Okay, and here I have to use clear function. Okay, clear function self. Okay, and here now first I will use self dot name in. Okay, so here I have to delete it from first to last. 0 is for first and tk dot end is for last. So from first to last it will be deleted. Okay, and in the same way I will copy this. Okay, and now I will paste it in next line to save your time. Okay, I will paste it here. Once again I will paste, and once again I will paste. So now I have to change variable name. Now this was price in. Okay, price in, and this is the quant in. Okay, quant in, and this is expire in. Okay, expiry in. Now we have to call this function when our this message box will be printed, and we will close this connection in our insert function. Okay, so here I have to call this function self dot clear function. Okay, so this will make clear all input fields. We can test it. I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. And now we will add one more medicine 3, and price I will enter 10, quantity I will add 15 or 10, and here I will add expiry date. Okay, so here I will add 224 and 10th month of or 11th month, and then here date I will enter 20 date. Okay, I will add medicine, and medicine 3 is added successfully. I will click OK, and now you can see all input fields are empty, and this medicine is shown in this table. Okay, and now we will make functional this search button. So I will click OK, and then also here I will click this close. Okay, and now I have to define an other function. Okay, so when here I will use def keyword. Okay, def, and here this is search function. Okay, sorry, search function, and here I will use self, and then I will use column. Okay, so now I have to create one frame first. Okay, so this will self, I have to use self with it because I have to call a function, or still I can use simple variable name. Okay, so this is search frame. Okay, search frame, and here I have to create frame tk dot frame. Okay, and I have to create it inside our root. Okay, self dot root, and I have to define its background color by using bg property, and here I have to use uh, our function, that is color function, self dot color. Okay, this is color function, and here I have to set different values. Okay, so for red I can use 180 or 140, and for green here I will use only 100, and for blue I will use 200. Okay, and this is this was background color. Okay, by using bg property. Okay, self dot root and bg, and now here I have to define border by using bd property. I will enter value 4, and I will set style by using relief property, and here I will use redich. Okay, and this is enough. And now I have to define its place. So search function, search frame. Okay, dot place. Here I have to use place method, and here I have to define width. Okay, so now I will define, first I will get total width of our screen, self dot width, and I will divide it by 3. Okay, and then here I have to use height. Okay, and now here I have to create height. Simple, I will create with 200 pixels. Okay, and then here I have to add one more thing. This was height, and also I can increase height. I will set 250. Okay, or even I can use 300. Okay, this will perfect. So height is 300. Now I have to define x for horizontal padding. So here I will define padding around about, I will set uh, total self dot width. Okay, so this is total width, and I will divide it by 2. So this is now half width. Okay, and then I can use it, or okay, I can try one more thing. So this is total. Okay, no, I have to decrement some pixels from total width. Okay, so I will decrease 200. Okay, 200 pixels, and then okay, I think I have to use y. Okay, and here I will use 200. Okay, 200, or even you can use 250. So you can apply these values according to your requirement. Okay, now I will call this function when our search button will be clicked to show you this frame. Okay, so where is our search button? Purchase button, search button. Here I have to use command property, and here I have to call self dot search function. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so now I will click this search, and this is our frame. Okay, so I have to set it here. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. I have to change its position. So this was our frame. So here I will decrease some more pixels. Okay, I will decrease 400 or 300. Okay, so then here I have to define 200 only. Okay, or 180. Okay, 200, and now I will save it, and then again I will execute it, and now I will click search button, and now this is here. I have to set it here. Okay, here. So I will close it once again, and also I will close it, and now I will decrease it, or even I can divide it by 3. Okay, for uh, x padding, this is horizontal padding. Okay, so I will divide it by 3 or 2. Okay, or 2. So this is perfect, and now I have to decrease this vertical padding. So here I will set 150. Okay, 150 or 140. So I will save it, and now I will execute it once again, and I will click search button. So this is our frame. Okay, so I have to decrease some more pixels from this horizontal padding. Okay, so it will uh, clear, or sorry, it will show us right here. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I will decrease some pixels from this. Okay, so here I will decrease 50 pixels, and also here I will decrease 20 pixels. Okay, so now I think this is perfect. Now I have to create some input field and label in it. Okay, and we will get a name of this medicine by using this search frame. Okay, so here I have to create a label. So label, and here I have to create label tk dot label, and here I have to create this label in search frame. Okay, and I will set text by using text property. Okay, so medicine, here I have to get medicine name. Okay, and then here I have to define a background color by using bg property. Okay, background color, here I will use same color that was used for this frame. I will copy this and I will paste this here. Okay, so this is background color, and also I can change font color by using but first I will use fg property for foreground, and it is used for font color. Okay, so here I will use white or light green. Okay, you can also use this color function, and this is foreground. And now here I have to define font property, and here I have to use Arial. Okay, Arial, then here I will use 20. Okay, font size 20, or even I can set 15, and then here I will set it them bold. Okay, so next here I have to set its layout label. Okay, label dot grid, I have to use grid layout, and here I will define its row number. Okay, so here I have to use row property. I have to create it in first row and first column of this first row, and then I have to use pad x for horizontal padding. I will enter value 20, and for pad y I will enter value 20 or 30. Okay, so now I have to create input field in the front of this label. Okay, so this is medicine. Okay, self, here I have to use self dot medicine. Okay, in medicine in, and then here I have to uh, use tk dot entry to create input field, and here I have to create it in search frame. Okay, search frame, and then here I have to set its width. Okay, I will use width 20, and then I will use font style. So here I will use Arial as a font family, then 15. Okay, and this is enough. And also here I can use one more thing. This is search frame. Sorry, here I have to enter 0 for label column. Okay, and this is width font, and here we can use another thing, that is bd property. I will set 2. Okay, so this is our entry widget, and now we have to set its layout self dot medicine in dot grid. Okay, so we have to use row property, and I have to create it in first row but in second column. Okay, and then here I have to define pad x. I will enter value 10, and for pad y I will enter value 30. Okay, here I have to create button, so this is okay button. Okay, and then here I have to use tk dot button. Okay, and now I have to create also in search frame, and then here I have to use its text value. Okay, text value, so here I will add okay. Okay, sorry, okay, and here I have to define its background color, so I will use bg property. Okay, and here I will enter cyan. Okay, this is background color, and here I can use font family, sorry, font property, and then I will choose Arial, and then here I will set 20 size of button, font size of this button, and then I will set them bold, and then I have to define width. Okay, I will define width. So I will set 20. So this is our button, and now I have to set layout for this button. Okay, button dot grid, and here I have to use grid. So row number I have to create in second row, and column number in first column, and then pad x I will define 20. For pad y I will use 30. Okay, and then here I have to merge two columns for this button. So I have to use column span, and I will merge two buttons. So I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, now I will click this search button. Now this is our OK button, and this is our input field. This is our label. Okay, so we can increase our padding for this button, and now this is here. Okay, so when this OK button will be clicked, then we have to uh, insert, or first we have to retrieve data from database, then we will insert this information in this table, and then when this will be clicked, so this frame will also destroyed. Okay, I will close this, and then also I will close this, and here I have to change some more pixels from this search frame. So here I will set 110. Okay, now this is enough, and I can increase padding for this button. So I will use 50. Okay, and for padding X I will use 30. Okay, so now this is OK button. So when this button will be clicked, then we have to call a function. Okay, define function. So here this was search function. So now we have to search item. Okay, or search medicine. So here I have to use self, and then here I have to use column. So now here I have to get medicine name first. Okay, from this medicine in variable. Okay, so here medicine. Okay, medicine, and here I have to use self dot med in. Okay, dot get. Here we have to get it. So here I have to set condition if, okay, if medicine, then okay, it means that it is initialized. Okay, so in other words I can say that our input field was not empty. Okay, if this is empty, then here we have to use else. Okay, else. So this is else, and here we have to print message tk dot message box. Okay, and it will show us error, show error. Okay, and here we have to set title error. Okay, error, and then here we have to print that insert medicine name. Okay, medicine name, and then here this message will be printed if everything is fine. I mean that this variable was initialized. Then here we have to use try block, and then accept block. Okay, so here I have to use accept accept. Okay, exception as e. Okay, and here I have to use this message, this statement. So here I will copy this, and then I will paste this here. Okay, so I will paste it here. Okay, now this is fine. So if everything is fine, I mean that our medicine variable is initialized, then we have to call our database connection self.db function. Okay, and here I have to execute a query. Okay, so here I have to create query. So for using this formatted string, here select, okay, all. Here I have to use all from. So select all from. Name of table was pharmacy. Okay, where name is equal. Here I have to use placeholder. Then here I have to call execute method self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, execute, and here I have to execute query. So this is query, or this is the variable that contains query, and here I have to define name of variable that contains medicine name. Okay, that is medicine. Okay, so it will select all information from this table where name is this specific name, and then here we have to fetch this row in a local variable. Okay, I will declare variable with name row, and here I have to use self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, it will return us single row. Okay, and then here I have to call our uh, tab function, self dot tab function. Okay, and then here I have to delete previous values from this self dot table. Okay, self dot table, and then delete. Okay, so here I have to call delete method, and then I have to delete all. Here I have to use a static self dot table dot. Here I have to use get children method to get all information from this table. Okay, then we will delete this, and then we have to insert new value. Okay, so self dot table dot insert. Okay, okay, insert, and then here I have to insert this first empty space, then I have to get last value tk dot end. Okay, and after this last value I have to use this values property, and I will insert this row here. Okay, and then here I can close the connection. Okay, so now I have to use self dot connection dot close. Okay, and now this is enough. Okay, now everything is fine, and I have to call this function when our search button will be clicked, or okay, sorry, okay button in our search button will be clicked. So then we have to destroy our this search frame. Okay, so here I have to use frame name that is search frame. Okay, so search frame. Okay, search frame, but here you can see this is an error. So here we have to use self with this search frame. I will select this, and then I will click control plus shift plus L. Okay, and now this search frame is selected everywhere, and now here I have to use self dot. Okay, so now you can see also here self is added, and now we can destroy it dot destroy. Okay, so now I will save it, and sorry, first I have to call this function when this OK button in our this search frame will be clicked. Okay, so here I have to use command property, and then here I have to call this function self dot search medicine. Okay, search medicine function, and then I have to use comma. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, and then here I will click this search button, and here I have to enter medicine. Okay, so I will enter medicine 1. I will click OK, and now our frame is destroyed, and this is our medicine 1. Okay, so this is our medicine 1. So now I have to make functional this show all button. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now here I have to define an other function. Okay, so when this button will be clicked, then we have to show all information. Okay, so I will go next, and here I will use def keyword to define another function. Okay, show all, and here I have to use self and then column. Okay, so now here I have to use try block. Okay, and then accept block, accept exception as e. Okay, and here I will copy this statement from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. and now I will set the position. Okay, and here I will connect with database self dot db function, and here I have to call the function. Okay, so this is database function. So now I have to execute query self. Okay, self dot cursor dot execute. Now we can also execute query inside this execute function. Okay, for example, here I have to use pair of comma. Now I will use select all. Okay, from pharmacy. Okay, so now it will select all information from table pharmacy. Then we have to fetch this information in local variable. Okay, I will declare variable with name data and self dot. Here I have to use dot self dot and then cursor dot fetch all. Okay, now we have to fetch all information, and then here I have to call our function, that is self dot tab function. Okay, and then I have to repeat my process again. So here I have used this method. Okay, this. Okay, so I will copy this code from here, that is used to delete all information from our table. Okay, so I will paste it here. Okay, so now it will delete all information in table, and now I have to insert all information in this table. Okay, so here I have to use for loop, because now in our data variable we have more than one row. Okay, so here I have to declare local variable for this for loop. Okay, and then in data. Okay, now all this will be inserted in I, and here I can insert all this information in our table by using this method. Okay, I will copy this from here. Sorry, I will copy, and then I will paste it here. Okay, I will paste, and here I have to use self. Okay, so now I have to replace this row with our data variable. Okay, data, sorry, not data, I have to use I. Okay, because we are using for loop. Okay, so now it will insert all information in this uh, loop. Okay, sorry, in this table. Okay, now I have to close the connection. So outside the for loop. Okay, now we are out of the body of for loop. Okay, now we have to use self dot connection dot close. Okay, so now I have to call this show all function when our show all button will be clicked. Okay, so here this is all button. Okay, show all. Here I have to use command property, and then here I have to call the function self dot show all. Okay, and now I have to use comma. I will save it, and then I will execute it, and now I will click this show all button. Okay, now this is all information from our pharmacy table. Okay, so here I will close this, and now, but first I will show you. Now I have to make functional this add button, add quantity button. Okay, so I will close this. Now if uh, we know that we have less quantity in our pharmacy, then we have to add some items, some more items. Okay, or some more quantity for our existing medicine. Then we will click this button. Okay, so for this we have to create another frame. Okay, so here I have to define frame. Okay, here. Okay, so now I have code here for our frame. Okay, so this was search frame. So I will copy this code from here, or even we can use this. Okay, but here, okay, we can copy this. Okay, from here. Okay, where is our search frame? Okay, I have copied this. Okay, and now I will go next, and here I have to define function by using def keyword. Okay, so this is for add quantity. Okay, add quant, and here I have to use self as a parameter, and then here I will paste all this copied code. Okay, so now here I have to change only name of this frame. Okay, so this is add quant. Okay, so here I will use add quant, or even okay, add quant. Okay, so add quant frame, and also here I have to use add quant. I will copy this. Okay, I will copy, sorry, not this. Here I will copy this. Okay, and now I will replace this search with it. Okay, I will replace it, and also here I will replace it. Okay, I will replace it, or even you can use the same name, but it is best practice that we should change frame name. Okay, so this is our again add quantity frame. Okay, and also here this is our add quantity frame. Okay, add quant frame. So this is also add quant, and no. Okay, this is fine. So this frame is created. Okay, you have seen this uh, already. So now I have to define function. Okay, that will be called when our this OK button will be clicked. Okay, I will remove this function from here. Okay, so now I have used diff keyword, and then I have to define keyword. Okay, so enter quantity. Okay, enter quant, because we have to enter quantity here. So here I will use, okay, here I have to use self, and then here I have to use colon. Okay, here I will use colon. I will go to next line, and here I have to get name of item. Okay, so first I have to add one more label and input field in this frame. So I will copy this existing code, and in the next line I will paste it. Okay, so now here I will replace it label 2, and this is also label 2. Okay, and this is medicine in. Now I will use q in. Okay, q in I have already, I think, q in. Okay, I will change it. Okay, so here I will use qt in. Okay, qt in, and also here I will use qt in. Okay, qt in, and then here this is quant in. Okay, and then I have to change text value. Okay, so here I will use enter quantity. Okay, or new quantity. So here I can use only quantity. Okay, so this is our new function, sorry, label, and here I have to change its row number. So I have to create it in second row, and also I have to create this input field in second row, and this button will be created in third row. Okay, now I have to decrease paddings. So here I will use 20. Okay, so here I will use 20. Also here I will use 20, and also here I will use 20, and then here I will use 20, and here I will use 40. Okay, so now this is our function, that is add quantity. Okay, add quantity. I will remove this command from here, and also I will remove this from here. First I will call this function. Okay, so this is add quantity, and now I have to call this function when our button will be clicked, and button is add quantity. Okay, here I have to use command property, and then here I have to call function self dot add. Okay, add quant, and here I will use comma once again. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so now when our show all button, sorry, add quantity button will be clicked, then this is our first input field, this is our second input field, and this is our OK button. Okay, now I will close this and I have to make this OK button functional. Okay, I will cross it and also I will cross this. Okay, so now I have to define another function. Okay, so here I will use def keyword and now this is add quant. Okay, so here I will use insert quant. Okay, insert quant. Okay, and then here I have to use self and then colon. Okay, so now I have to get medicine name and quantity. Okay, so here I will use name variable. Okay, and then I have to get a name from this input field self dot med in. Okay, what is name? This is medicine in, but I have already used this. I will change name of this. Okay, or even I can use medics. Okay, and this is also medics. Okay, so medics in, medics in, and here I have to use this self dot medics in. Okay, medics in, because we were using this med in previous frame. Okay, here we were using this. Okay, so now this is medics in dot get. Okay, so we have to get it, and now I have to get also quantity. Okay, quant, and here I will use self dot qt in. Okay, so this is qt in variable. Okay, and then dot get. Okay, so now I have to check condition that if these variables are initialized or not. If okay, name and quant. Okay, then okay, otherwise we will print error message. Here I have to use else. Sorry, I have to close this, and also I have to close this, and here I have to use else, and then here I will copy this error from here. Where are our errors? Okay, this is our error. So here I will copy this. Okay, and then I will paste this here. Okay, here I have to paste it. So next I have to change that insert or enter in both input fields. Okay, so enter values in both input fields. Okay, so this message will be printed. Okay, and next this message will be printed if any of input field is empty. Otherwise here I have to use try block. Okay, and then accept block. So this is best practice to use try and accept. Okay, exception, and you should must use this try and accept block if you want to escape from ununderstandable errors. Okay, so as e, and here I will copy this code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I will paste it here, and now in the try block. Okay, but first in if condition I have to convert quantity into integer. Okay, so quant, or even I can use here only q. Okay, so here also I will use q. Okay, so now I can use here quant. Okay, so here I have to convert q into integer. Okay, int, and here I will pass q as an argument, and in this way it will be converted into integer, and then we will assign this integer value into quant variable. Okay, so now here I have to call database function. Okay, self.db function, and now we have to call our cursor. Okay, self.cursor dot execute. Okay, execute, but first here I have to create a query. Okay, you can also run your query inside this execute method, but this is very easy and simple way, and that is used by us. Okay, so here this is formatting string. Now I have to update column. Okay, update for messy and set quant column. Okay, and here I have to use placeholder. This placeholder will be replaced, okay, with new value. Okay, and also after it, here I have to use another value, sorry, clause, that is where clause, where name, okay, is equal, and here I have to use an other placeholder. Okay, so now this placeholder will be replaced with new value, and this will be replaced with name of medicine. Okay, so here I have to create some calculations. Okay, so here we have to update, so I will declare variable with name new val. Okay, and here we have to update this variable, but first we have to fetch one row from database. Okay, so here, but first I can remove this from here to make it easy and simple. Okay, and also I will remove this from here. Okay, and also I will remove this space. Okay, now this is our uh, database function. Okay, so now we have to retrieve data from database. Okay, so here I will use query, and then here I will use the formatting string. Okay, so now select, okay, select, we have to select query column from pharmacy table, pharmacy. Okay, where name of medicine is equal placeholder. Okay, now we have to execute this query. Okay, so here I have to use self dot cursor dot execute. So now I have to execute this query. Okay, and then here I have to use name variable that contains medicine name. Okay, and then here this will return us a row. So here I will declare this row. Okay, this is variable, and now here I have to use self dot cursor dot fetch one. Okay, it will return us single row. Okay, so next I can get this value in our some variable, or also we can use index number with this row. Okay, so you can use also a variable. For example, I will use previous or quantity. Okay, pre-quant, okay, previous quantity, and here I will use row. Okay, so in this way this value, that is quantity, okay, will be assigned to this variable. Okay, and here I have to define index number. Okay, or even it can insert all information in this variable. Okay, so here we have to add new value. Okay, new val, and here I have to use pre-quantity plus, and now we have to add user entered value with it. Okay, so here this was our previous quantity, and now we have to add user entered quantity, that is quant. Okay, this is our quant. Okay, that contains user entered new quantity. Okay, so now here we have to execute one more query, query 2. So here I have to use formatted string. Okay, now I have to update. Okay, update for messy set. Now I have to set this quant variable, sorry, column, and here I have to use new value, but still I am using placeholder. Okay, where, now I have to use where clause. So where name of medicine is equal placeholder. Okay, so now I have to execute it. Okay, so self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, so now, okay, now here I have to execute query 2. Okay, query 2, and then here I have to use tuple because I have more than one value. Okay, so first is new val. Okay, new val, there now this placeholder will be replaced with this new val or value of this new val variable. Okay, so next I will use second, that is name, and this placeholder will be replaced with name of medicine that exists in this variable. Okay, and then we have to commit it. Okay, self dot commit. Okay, commit, and now we can print a message that operation was successful. Okay, or quantity is added successfully. So here I can use tk dot message box. Okay, but first I can get this information of this specific medicine, and now we can insert this in our table to show output. Okay, so here I will call function self dot tab function. Okay, and then here I have to copy existing code from here. Okay, I have to delete all information from this first. Okay, I will copy this and then I will paste this here. Okay, here I will, sorry, not here, here I will paste it, and this will delete all information from this. Okay, and now I will select all information from table about this specific medicine. Okay, so here I will use self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, so now I have to execute query, select all. Okay, from pharmacy where name is equal placeholder. Okay, and now we are using this query inside our execute method. So here I have to set name variable that contains name of medicine in it. Okay, and next I have to uh, get this information in a variable. Okay, so here I will use val. Okay, and now I have to use self dot cursor dot fetch 1. Okay, it will return us single row. Okay, and now I have to insert it in our table. Okay, so here I will use self dot table. Okay, dot insert. Okay, and then here I have to set empty space and then tk dot end to get last value, and after last value we will insert value of this val variable that was retrieved from database. Okay, so now I can print message that tk dot message box dot show info. Okay, and then here I will use success. Okay, and now I will print message that uh, quantity quantity is added. Okay, sorry, added for, here I have to define medicine name. So medicine name exists in our name variable. Okay, so here I have to use formatted string if I have to use variable value in it. Okay, so next I have to close the connection. So self dot con dot close. Okay, close, and after it I have to destroy this frame. Okay, and frame name was our, I have changed name, add quantity frame. Okay, so then self dot add quantity frame dot destroy. Okay, so now I have to call this function insert quant function here. Okay, when OK button will be clicked, command, and here I have to use self dot insert quant. Okay, and here I have to use comma. So now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output, and then here I will click add quantity. Okay, so add, now enter medicine name. So I will enter medicine 2. Okay, and here I will enter 10 more quantity. Okay, so I will click OK. So here can only concatenate tuple not int to tuple. Okay, I have some problem in a variable value. Okay, so here insert function, this is q, we are converting it. So this was name medix in, then qt in dot get, and here we are converting it into integer, and then here we were using this also. This is quant. Okay, and also here this, I think I have any problem here. Okay, here I should use index number. Okay, so because this exists in first index, or this is only single index. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it once again. And now I will click this add quantity button, and here I will use medicine medicine 2, and then here I will add 10 quantity. I will click OK. Still I have object has no attribute commit. Sorry. Okay, I will see the problem once again. So what is problem? I will close also it. Okay, commit. When we have updated it, select all. Okay, patch one, and then to update we have used self.con. Here I have to use con. Okay, so I will save it and then again I will execute it. So now I will add quantity medicine medicine 1, and here I will enter 20 quantity. I will click OK. Now quantity is added for medicine 1. I will click OK. Now this is information. Previous total quantity was 10 and now total quantity is 30. Okay. So this is working perfectly. Now I have to click this purchase button and then it will work. Okay. So now I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, and next I have to use the same column. Okay, so here I will define again one new function by using def keyword. Okay, so now this is purchase function. Okay, purchase function. Okay, so purchase function, and here I have to use self and then column. Okay, so now I have to create one more frame, and we have already this frame, so I will copy, then I will paste it here. Okay, so now I will paste it here. Okay, so next, sorry, first I have to paste. Okay, and then I have to change name of this frame. So this is purchase frame. Okay, so here I will use purchase. Okay, or simple purchase. Okay, purchase frame, and then here I will copy this. Okay, and then I will paste it here. So I will select this and then I will paste it here. Also I will select this and then I will replace it. Okay, and now I have to replace it also. Okay, and then I have to replace this too. Okay, sorry, I have to select it and now I will replace it, and also I will replace it, and then again I will replace it. Okay, so now I have replaced name anywhere. Okay, so purchase, this is also purchase, 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 and purchase. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, so now I have to remove this command property from here. Okay, so I will remove this, and now this is our button and two labels and two input fields. In fact, this is the same frame but with different name. Okay, so I will go next, and here I have to define another function. Okay, def, and here I have to call a function, but first I have to create a list to print bill of user or customer. Okay, so here I will print a bill. So this is bill function. Okay, bill function or print bill function. Okay, we will change if needed. So here I have to use self and next. So now we have to create a list box. Okay, so we can create this list box in our first frame. Okay, so here, or even I can use this frame. Okay, I can use this frame and then I will create this inside this. So I will copy this frame from here because I have to create new frame for this. Okay, so I will copy this. Okay, and now I will paste this here. Okay, so now this is frame. and I will set the position. Okay, so I have to change because this is build frame. Okay, build frame, and also this is build frame. Okay, so this is also build frame. So now we have to create a list box inside this frame. Okay, so here I will create a list box. Okay, so now here first I should set a title. So here I will use label, and then here I have to set label tk dot label, and here I have to create this label inside our self dot build frame. Okay, and then here I have to set bd property, sorry, bd, and I will assign value 3, and I can choose relief property to set a style. Okay, here I can use groove, and next here this was border style, and then here I can use background color. So by using bg property I will set background color cyan. Okay, cyan, and then here I can change font color, but by default is black, and I think black color will perfect for this background color. Okay, and then here I will use font family. I will use Arial font family. Okay, Arial. Then here I will set 30, or even I can, okay, 30 size, and I will set it bold. Okay, bold. Okay, and next here I have to use text property to set text. Okay, so this is bill frame. Okay, bill, or here we can say that total bill. Okay, total bill, or even we can say bill window. Okay, bill frame or bill window, you can enter anything. Okay, so this was bold, I have to use comma, otherwise it will print an error. Okay, so now I have to set its position. So this is label, and I have to create it in our top. Okay, so here I will use label dot place, sorry, label dot place or pack. Okay, pack, I have to define side, so I have to set it in the top. Okay, and then I have to use fill property. Okay, and then I have to fill it horizontally. Okay, so here I will use x. So now I can define its width and height. I think no need for width and height. Okay, this is pack method for this label. Now I have to make some changes in our frame also, because we have to create this frame in our this previous frame that was created. First we have to increase its width. Okay, so here we will increase width. So here this was divided by 3, and now we will add 100 pixels or 200 pixel. Okay, so 200 pixel, and height I will add 100 more pixel. Okay, so now this is 400, and then here I have to define its padding. So here I will remove some padding. For example, here I was using 200, so here I have to increase, or I have to remove this from here. Okay, and now this is perfect for our padding. Okay, sorry, for vertical padding. And then here I can also change, okay, I can also change position. So I will okay, okay, I will decrease 250. Okay, 250. We can change also value of this frame. Okay, or padding of this frame. Okay, now this is our frame with new height and width. Okay, and now we have to create this label inside this build frame, and now we have to create a list. Okay, so I think this is width, and sorry, here this was because we have to create it inside. Okay, this is enough because we are creating it in our root window. Then this is okay. And now we have to create list box. Okay, so here I have to define self dot, so here list. Okay, now I have to access list box tk dot list box. Okay, now I have to create this list box in our build frame. Okay, self dot build frame. Okay, and then here I have to define its width. Okay, I can add 50, okay, characters in one row, and then I can add uh, 15 row. Okay, so here I have to use height. Okay, height, here I have to use 15 lines in this list. Okay, or it can also 10. We can change according to our need. And next I have to define its background color by using bg property. Okay, so here background color was dark. Now here I can use a light background color. Okay, so here I will use cyan, but its title was also cyan, so here I will use light gray. Okay, background color, or even I can use gray. Okay, and then here I have to use font color by using fg property. Okay, and here I will use this was gray, and here I will use light green. Okay, so light green, or even I can use white. Okay, so this is foreground, and here I can define font styles and size by using font property. Okay, so here I will use Arial. Okay, and then here I will use size 15. Okay, and then I will set it bold. Okay, bold. So now I have to set its position. Okay, so now here I can use self dot list. Okay, self dot list, and here I have to use grid layout. Okay, grid, and I have to create it in our first row. Okay, row 1, and then in our first column, column 1. Okay, I mean 0 value, and then for pad x I will use 20, and then, or even I can use 30, or for pad y I will use 40 or 50, or even I can use 80. Okay, now I will call this function when our OK button will be clicked. Okay, so here I will call this function command, then self dot build frame. Okay, so I will use comma. This is OK button, and now I have to call this purchase function when our purchase button will be clicked. Okay, so here should our purchase button. Okay, this is our purchase button, and here I have to use command property, and now I have to call self dot purchase function. Okay, purchase function, here I will use comma. Now on this purchase button in our main frame or main window, when it will be clicked, then we will call this function, that is add quant, and now this is not purchase function. Okay, and when this OK button in this purchase function will be clicked, then this bill, okay, this bill function will be called, not bill frame. We have to call bill function. Okay, this will be called. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, now I have to click this purchase button. Here I will enter uh, any medicine name, for example A, B, C, and any other. And when I will click OK, now this is our bill frame, and here does not exist our list. Okay, why is not existing it? So I will close, but this frame is perfect. Okay, now I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so here we were missing our list box. So I think this is because of this pack method. We cannot use both pack and grid in single frame. So here I will use grid. Okay, and now this is great, and here I will remove this. Okay, and I will define row number. Okay, and here row number should first, and then column. Here I will use column first also, and then here I will use column span property to merge two or more columns. So I will merge two columns only. Okay, and then this is our list box. I have defined with 10, height also 10. Okay, and background color is same, and then this is in second column, sorry, second row and first column of second row. Okay, so here also I should use pad x. Okay, pad x, I will enter value only 10 or 20. Okay, 10, but for pad y I will use 0. Okay, so now here pad x. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute it once again, and here I will click purchase button and then OK button. Now okay, this is our list. Okay, so now we have to increase width and height of this list, and also we have to adjust this frame. Okay, or this title. So I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to increase number of width. Okay, so here I can add 70. Okay, and for height I will increase 20. Okay, or even I can use 15. Okay, and for padding I will use 60 or 50. Okay, 50. So now this is our, here I can use 3 column span. Okay, or 4 column span. I will save it, and then I will execute it once again. Okay, now I will click purchase button and then OK button. So now our frame is here, but width is now large, so I will decrease width, and also I will close this, and here I will define where is width. Okay, here I will use 60. Okay, can I change place method here? I will try. Okay, so place. Okay, and place, here we cannot use row number and width number for label. Okay, here I will use place, so I can define width. Okay, so now I have to use width according to this width. Okay, width of frame. I will copy this, and then I will paste this here. Okay, and then I can define height. Okay, so now I will add height only 20, and then I will use x, so I will enter 0, and for y I will enter 0. Okay, so I will try it once again. I will save it, and then I will execute it. Now I will click again purchase button and then OK button, and now this is our build frame, and I have to increase width. Okay, sorry, height, and then still I have to decrease width of this list. Okay, and also I have to decrease height. Okay, so I will close this, and then I will close this, and width, here I will enter 40 only, and for height I will add 12. Okay, and then here I have to increase height, here I will use 80. Okay, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it, and let's see what will happen. Okay, now this is our list box, but still I have to adjust it. Okay, so now I have to uh, decrease, sorry, I have to yes, I have to decrease this vertical padding. Okay, and then I have to increase width. So I will close this, and also I will close this, and I will change values. I have changed value for this list. Okay, so now its width is 53 and its height is 11. Okay, and then his padding for vertical or y axis is 90, and padding for x-axis is 20. Okay, and other things are same, only I have decreased here 5 pixels. Okay, from total width of this label. Okay, so now here height is 80 of this label. So now we can see output. I will save it and then I will execute it once again to show you output. So now I will click purchase button and here okay. So now this is our list. Okay, so now we can add two buttons with this list. Okay, we will increase height of this frame and then we will add two buttons. One is purchase button. Okay, if you have to purchase more medicine, more than one medicine, then you can click purchase button again from here. And if you have to print bill for purchased items or medicines, then here we will provide a bill button. When user will click bill button, then a bill will be printed. Okay, so now I will close this and also I will close this. Now I have to increase the height of this frame. Okay, so this is our bill frame and here I have to increase height. So this was 400. Okay, okay, this is 400. I have to increase it. So here I will set 500. Okay, and now I have to create two buttons under this. Okay, so here I can create button. First is purchase button. Okay, P button, and then I have to create button tk dot button widget. Okay, sorry, button, and then here I have to create it inside our bill frame, self dot bill frame. Okay, and then here I have to set text by using text property. Okay, so purchase more. Okay, sorry, purchase more, or even simple we can say purchase. And then here I have to set another thing, that is border, by using bd property. Okay, and here I have to use border color, or even I can use color provided here. Okay, okay, this is our button, but here we are using cyan. Okay, we can use it, but first I will define border, then border style by using relief property, and here I will choose raised. Okay, and this is border style, and now here I can define width. Okay, width of this button should 12. Okay, this is enough. And then here what can we add now? Font. Okay, so here we will use font Arial, and here I will set 20 size, and then I will set it bold. Okay, so this is our button. So what can we add? Any more thing? Okay, this is enough. And here only I have to use one more thing, background color. Okay, so here I will use bg property. Okay, bg, and here I will use cyan. Okay, so cyan, this is background color of for this button. Okay, now I have to set its position. So in next line I have to create it p button. Okay, purchase button dot grid. Okay, so I have to use grid layout, and here I have to define row number. So I have to create it in third row, and column I have to create it in first column of third row, and pad x should 30, and pad y I will use pad y here only 50 or 40. Okay, so here I will use 40. So now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. So I will click this purchase and then OK button. So now here button is, I think, out of the frame. So I will close this and also I will close this. And here I will use place method. Okay, so here this is p button. Okay, dot place. You can use also grid layout, but here I have to use place because this our list is occupying much space in vertical axis, okay, or in y-axis. So that's why we should use place method. It can adjust proper in the uh, specific frame, okay. So here I will use place, okay, and here I have to define x, okay. This is for horizontal padding. So here I will enter value 30, okay, and for y I will use 300, okay. So now this is the grid layout. It returns us padding from previous widget, okay, but this place provide us padding from total size, sorry, start of our frame, okay. So now this padding will start from first line of our frame, and this padding in grid layout starts from uh, after next widget, okay. For example, I will save it and then I will execute it, then I can explain further. So I will click purchase button and then OK button. Now here you can see this is 300. Now this is from here, okay, after here to here. But if you are using padding, then it will after this widget, okay. So now here we were using padding by using grid layout. Now this is from here to here, okay. But here we are using place method, then it will provide us padding from here, okay. So now we have to increase padding. So I will close this and also I will close this, and here I will use 350, okay. And then again I have to create one more button. So I will copy this and then I will paste this, okay. I will paste this in next line, okay. And now here I have to define one more thing. So this was purchase button and this is print bill, okay. Now here this is print bill. So this is print bill button, and here we have to change button name. So this is bill button, okay, and this is also bill button, and here I have to change padding for this x-axis. So here I have to increase although 150, okay. So here I will add 180 and I will save it and then I will execute it. So now we will see this is purchase button, okay. So now this is our first button. Still I have to increase padding for y-axis and then I have to increase padding for this second button, okay. I will close this and also I will close this, and now here I have to increase padding. So I will use 400, okay, 400, and also here I will use 400, okay. And here I will increase padding, so I will use 280, okay. I will save it and then again I will execute it. So this is user interface that is very important and also tricky to create, okay. So now these are our two buttons. Now I have to increase space between them, okay. So I will close this and also I will close this, and here I will add 380, okay. Now I will check it again. So now I will click purchase button and OK button. So now this is perfect, okay. So this is our purchase button and this is our print bill button, okay. When we will purchase, we will click purchase button, then the same this button will be opened, okay. So next I have to call a function to destroy this frame, okay. So I will close this and also I will close this, okay. So now here when purchase button will be clicked, okay. So here I will use purchase button or inner purchase button, okay. So this is function def inner because this is inside list, okay. So inner function, okay. And I can also say what was the name of previous. This was purchase function, okay. So this is purchase and this can inner purchase, okay, inner purchase, and here I have to use self, okay, and here I have to use semicolon, sorry, colon, and then I will copy all this from here where was our previous, this was list, and this is okay. I will copy all this, okay, from here, sorry, this from here, and then I will paste it here, or even I can call this function. Okay, we can call this function here. Okay, we cannot copy, we will not copy, we can but we will not. Okay, so here I have to call this purchase function. Okay, self dot purchase. Okay, we will call this existing purchase function. This is our purchase function and we are calling it here. Okay, in inner purchase function. So I will call this inner purchase function when our purchase button in our list frame or bill frame will be clicked. Okay, so here I will use command property and then I will call here this function self dot inner function. Okay, inner purchase, and then I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, and now I will click purchase button. Okay, now this is our list and we have purchased one thing or one medicine. Then again we want to purchase one more medicine. Then we will click this purchase button and now here you can add one more item. Okay, so when you will click this OK button, then it will be destroyed. Okay, and in the same way, when we want to print final bill, then after printing bill, here our bill will be printed. Okay, and then we have to destroy this also. Okay, or even we can add one more button to destroy this frame. Okay, so it is best that we should create one more button. So I will decrease their width, and then here I will create one more button to close this frame. Okay, I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, and here I will create one more button. So in the next line here, but first I will decrease width. Okay, so this is our first button. So here I will see this is width. Okay, so here I will use width 10 or 8. Okay, and also here I will use 8. Okay, 8, and for this I will decrease padding. Okay, so here I will use, this was 380, so here I will use here although 1, okay, 180. I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, and I will click purchase and OK, and now this is print button. Okay, so here we have to create one more button. So I will close this and also I will close this, and here I will increase some pixels. For example, I can increase 50. Okay, so here I will set to 30, and now I will copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it in next line. Okay, now I have to change button name. This was bill button, and here I will create exit button. Okay, exit button, and this is also exit button. Okay, exit button, and here we have to change name. Okay, so here we will set exit. Okay, exit, and every other things will remain same, like all the properties with their values will remain unchanged. Okay, and I will save it, and now I will execute it to show you output. So I will click purchase button and then OK button. So now this is purchase button. Sorry, we have to increase padding for this button. Now it is overridden. Okay, so here I will close this and also I will close this, and here because this is also 230 and then this is also 230, but when we are using place method, then we have to consider start of our frame. Okay, so here I will increase some more pixel. Okay, so here I will use 4 or 3. Okay, 330. Now I will save it and then I will show you again. So I will click OK, but still I have to increase padding. Okay, so here I will use 430. Okay, and width of our frame is 500. Okay, I think this is enough, and now we can see I hope this will perfect. Okay, okay, now this is perfect. Okay, this is purchase button, and this is print bill, and this is exit button. Okay, so here I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now when user or customer is purchasing one item, then we have to calculate bill. Okay, so this was our inner function. Okay, and then here I have to also calculate bill. Okay, so now we will declare a global variable. So here I can declare a global variable. Okay, so in the start I can use. Okay, so here I will declare a global variable with name bill. Okay, so here I will comment out. Okay, global variable, and here I will create global variable with self dot bill. Okay, and its type should, or I will assign it 0. Okay, now automatically its type is integer. Okay, so this is bill, and now here I have to declare a local variable also. Okay, but first I have to get item name and quantity of item. Okay, so here I will use name. Okay, name, and here I have to get name uh, from our bill. This is our purchase frame. Okay, so from this input field, okay, qt in, we have to get bill. Okay, and from here we have to get medicine. So I think every other thing is fine. Okay, medics, and here we are using also medics. So here we should change the name, they are similar. Okay, so here this is also medics, and here this was med. Okay, and this is medics. Sorry, here, where was it? Okay, here is medics, and also in next it is medics. Okay, so we have to change one of them, here medics, and here I think. Okay, now I think no issue, because we have copied it, then we can use it. Okay, so this is medics, and we have to uh, get value from this variable. Okay, medics in. Okay, so here I will use this, but it is also medics. Okay, here I have to change the name. Okay, so here I will use medicine. Okay, medicine, and this is also medicine. Okay, medicine. Now these are changed. Okay, so now we have to get value from this medicine. Okay, so now here I can use self. Okay, dot medicine in, and then I will use get method to get this medicine name, and then we will assign this value to this variable. Okay, and then here I have to get quantity. Okay, quant, but first I will use only q, because I have to convert it into integer, then we will assign it in a variable with name quantity. Okay, so here I should change name also. Okay, this is quantity, and quantity in, and also here this is quantity in, quantity in. Okay, and now I have to get value from quantity in. Okay, self dot quantity in dot get. Okay, and now we have to check condition, that are these variable initialized or not. So here I have to use if condition. If, okay, name and q, if these are initialized, then okay, otherwise I will print message, that is error message, tk dot message box dot show error. Okay, and here I have to set title error, and here I will print that enter values in both input fields. Okay, enter values in both input fields. Okay, so otherwise here we will convert this value into integer. So here I will declare variable with name quant, and then I will call int function, and now I have to use q as a parameter, and then value of this q will be converted into integer and we will assign it to quantity, because as you know that our input field or entry widget returning us value with type string. Okay, but it is integer type in our database, so we have to convert it into integer. Now here I have to use try block. Sorry, I have to use here try block. Okay, and then here I have to use accept block. Okay, accept exception as e, and here I have to call this function, sorry, statement. I will copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it in the last. Okay, here I will paste it, and now here in the try block I have to connect with database. So here I will call function self.db function. Okay, and then here I have to execute a query. So first I will create query. Okay, using formatting string select. Okay, now we have to select two things. First is price. Okay, price, and second is quantity. Quant from database or table pharmacy. Okay, so select price and quantity from pharmacy table. Okay, pharmacy table where name is equal placeholder. Okay, here I have to use placeholder, and now here I have to use self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, execute, and here I have to use, sorry, I will remove this, and here I have to use query. Okay, and then here I have to pass this name. Okay, that contains name of medicine, and now this placeholder will be replaced with value of this variable. Okay, so this is selecting price and quantity because we have to uh, change or update the quantity. Okay, and then here I will use, but first I should check that if this is expired or not. So here I can use also expiry, or also we can do a new thing. So we will try that. Okay, so I will go next, and here this will execute this query, and then we will get price and quantity of that specific medicine. Okay, so now here I have to get this data in a variable. Okay, self dot cursor. Okay, so dot, or even I can write it row. Okay, cursor dot fetch one. Okay, so it will return a single row. Okay, and now here I have to get this price and quantity in two different variables. Okay, so here first I will use price. Okay, and then here I will use quant. Okay, or simple, this is quant variable, this is existing, and only qu. Okay, or qnt, quant and price. Okay, even I can use prc for price, and then here I have to assign values from data. Okay, so now our first value, that is price, this will be assigned to this price variable, and then quantity, that is second index, it will be assigned to this quant. Okay, and now here we have to calculate or perform some calculations. Okay, so we have to print bill, and here we will first I will create amount. Okay, and then here I have to set amount for only this specific medicine. So here price. Okay, I will multiply it by quant. Okay, so this is quant that contains quantity that was gotten from user. Okay, and then it will return us amount. Okay, so here we will call our list function that contains list. Okay, so where is list? This is show all. Okay, we have to see where is our list. Okay, so this is bill function. Okay, that contains list. So here we have to call this bill function self dot bill. Okay, and here we have to call, okay, and for we have to delete previous uh, values from this list, okay, self dot list, okay, and here we have to delete from first index to last, okay, tk end. So it will delete everything from there, and then we have to insert new string or bill, okay. So line, this is variable, and now we have to insert a line, okay. So this is uh, so now we can print that amount, okay. For now we have to use uh, name of this medicine. Here I will use capital letter, okay. Amount of, here I have to print name, okay. So here I will use name, okay, is, and here I will print amount, okay, amount. So now we have to insert it in our list, but also we have to update quantity, okay, in database. So here I will use quant, q and t, sorry, or new quant, okay, new quantity. So here I will use, this is quant, okay, q and t, that contains value gotten from database. Now we have to decrease user entered quantity, okay. So now we have to decrease it from total quantity in our database, okay. So here also I can set a condition that if quantity is greater than user entered quantity, okay. So here I can also set this, okay, if, okay, if q and t is greater than user or equal to, okay, okay, user entered quantity, that is in quant, okay. Then okay, so I will select all this, okay, and then I will set it in next column, okay. Now this is quantity, otherwise we will print message by using else, okay, else. Here I have to print error message. I will copy this, okay, and then I will paste this here, okay. So here I have to print message that, so this is error, okay, or it can also information, but error is better, okay. So information is that uh, if insufficient quantity, okay, or out of stock, out of stock. So now here if everything is fine, then here we will print bill, that amount of this medicine is, and then we will print amount, okay. And here I can use self, okay, dot, and here we will insert value in our list, okay, self dot list. So this was our list. Where is our list? Okay, this is list, and dot insert, and we have to insert, and we will insert it after uh, existing value, okay, tk end, and then we will insert this value, or we will insert this line, okay. And this is fine. Now we have to update table, okay, in our database. So here I have to create one more query, query 2, okay. Here I have to use for meeting string. So here I will update, okay, update. So now we have to update for messy table, okay, and we have to set quant, okay, and then here I will use placeholder quant where. Now I have to use name where name is equal, and also here I have to use placeholder, okay, and I will go next, and then here I have to use self dot cursor dot execute, okay, and here I will execute this query 2, and then here I will pass values in tuple. So first quantity, and new quantity is in new quant variable, okay, new quant, and this placeholder will be replaced with this variable value, okay. And then here I have to pass name variable, and here this placeholder will be replaced with value of this variable. Okay, and then we have to commit it, self dot con dot commit. Okay, now I have to close the connection, so self dot connection, okay, dot close. So when bill will be printed, then this will appear. Okay, so this is con sorry, this will close the connection with database. Okay, so I have called this function, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, now I have to purchase item. I will click purchase. Here I have to enter item name, so I will enter medicine 1. Okay, and here I will enter quantity. I will enter only 2. I will click OK. So sorry, it should print bill. Okay, so also I have to call this function when our this bill is clicked. Okay, so also we have to call this function here. Where is our function? Okay, this is our inner purchase function. We have to call also this here. Okay, where is our previous okay button, exit, and also here this is our OK button. Okay, and also we will call this inner purchase function here in our this is bill function, and this is purchase function. Okay, so also we have to call this function here. Okay, self dot, and function name was inner purchase. Okay, inner purchase, so we will call it here. Okay, and then I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so after it I will click this purchase button. Okay, what had happened, sorry, so it is taking some time, so I think our code is very large. Okay, so still button is not appearing, so I will close it. So this method or this trick is creating problem. So we can do one more thing. I will remove this function from here. So now we will change strategy. When our purchase button will be clicked, then we will call this bill function, not this purchase function. Okay, so now we have to call this bill function when purchase button will be clicked. Now we have to search or find our purchase button. Okay, so show all purchase button here. Previous we were using purchase function, now we will call bill function. Okay, bill function, I have to call this. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it, then it will easy to understand for you that what had happened. Okay, so I will click this. Okay, now this is our uh, frame. Okay, so now I will click again this purchase button. So now enter values in both input fields, so I will remove it because this was because of previous button. Okay, I will click OK. So now I will enter value, so medicine name I will enter medicine. Okay, so you have seen that previous we were calling this frame when purchase button is clicked. Now we are calling this list, or yes, this is bill frame. Okay, so when this bill frame is opened, then we are opening this button when, sorry, this frame when this purchase button is clicked. Okay, first we have to click this button, then this frame is opened. Okay, and then so we have clicked this purchase button, and when we have clicked this purchase button, then this is a frame that is appeared. Now here I have to enter medicine 1, and here also I have to enter quantity. I will enter 2. I will click OK. So it should insert values inside this, but it is not inserting. What is the problem? I will see. Now we are facing some problems in our project. Now this is very challenging for us. Okay, let us see what is the problem. So now here, if I save it and then I execute it, then let us see that what will happen. Now here I will click purchase button. Okay, so this is purchase our bill frame. Okay, and here I will click this purchase button. Now this is error, and then here we have to enter values medicine. Okay, sorry, medicine 1. Okay, and here we will enter any quantity, I will enter 2 and then I will click OK. Now you cannot see any bill here. Okay, so this is a problem, so we have to solve it. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close this. So now here we are calling this purchase function. Okay, so I will remove it from here. Okay, so I will comment out it. Okay, so now this is our bill function. Okay, so now we are calling, in fact our problem is in function call. Okay, so this is our bill function that contains this list box. Okay, and then three button. One is for purchase again, and then second is print bill. Okay, and third is exit. So this is our bill function. Now we are calling this bill function when our purchase button in our option frame is clicked. Okay, so here we will say where is our option frame. So here I have to scroll down it, show all, and this is purchase. Okay, so here we are calling this bill frame. Okay, here all everything is right till here. And now when we have to call this function, first I will find our function. Okay, now this is our inner function. Okay, fine. So now when we will click purchase button from our option frame, then we have to call this function. Okay, this bill function, and then here I have to click this purchase button, then we have to call this function. Okay, purchase function, not inner function, but here we were calling inner function. Okay, so I will remove it from here. Okay, when we will click purchase button in our bill function. Okay, or in our list box. Okay, so here we have to call self dot, and name of function is purchase function. Okay, purchase function, and then here we will call this purchase function. This is purchase function. Okay, and here we have to call, so here I will remove it from here, and in this OK button of this purchase function, we will call our inner function. Okay, self dot inner purchase. Okay, inner purchase. Okay, here we are calling this. So when we will enter medicine name, and then again we will enter quantity. Okay, then we will click OK, then our inner function will be called, and in this way we will insert our medicines or bill of our medicine, purchased medicine, in our list. Okay, I will save it and then I will execute it. So this is executed. I will click this purchase button. Now this is our bill frame, or this is list box. Okay, so here I will click again purchase button to get value. Okay, so here I have to enter value medicine. Okay, medicine 1, and here I will enter 3. Now when I will click this OK button, then inner purchase function where we have performed our calculations will be called. Okay, so here I will click OK, and object is callable int. Here is some problem in variable. Okay, I will click OK. So I will close or minimize this. Okay, I will also close this. Okay, and here we have any problem. So this is quant. If quant is equal, this user entered quantity. Okay, this problem can here. So I will change this strategy. Okay, I will go to next line. Okay, now here this is our price. Okay, so here I will use, now I have to assign value into price. Okay, so I will use data and first index of data. Okay, so now price is in first index, so we will assign value of first index in our local variable, that is prc or price. Okay, then we have to get quantity. So here we have quantity in second index number. Okay, so here you can see this is second column, so we will assign it to this qnt variable. Okay, and here we are trying to perform some calculations. For example, this is amount and we are calculating amount. So here we are multiplying price of item or medicine with total user entered quantity. Okay, and then in this way we will get amount, and then here I have to update quantity in database. Okay, and we have quantity from database in this qnt variable, and then we will subtract this quant user entered quantity from database quantity. Okay, so then we have to update it. Okay, here we are trying to update it. Now I will save it, and then I will try to execute it once again, and now I will try once again purchase, and now here this bill frame is called that contains a list. Okay, I will click purchase button, and here I will enter medicine, and then medicine 1. Okay, here I will enter 3. I will click OK. So still end object is not callable. So here I have any problem, I will close this, and also I will close this. So now our project is challenging. So this is our inner function where we are performing our calculations, and we are getting values from our this medicine in and quantity in. Okay, then we are fetching price and quantity from database, and here we are assigning these values to here local variables, and then here we are checking condition that if quantity is available, then we are performing some other calculations. For example, we have to calculate amount. Okay, and then here we have to update our quantity in database, but still we have to do one more thing, and that we have to print a total bill. Okay, so here I will call function self dot bill. Okay, self dot bill is our variable. You know, this is our global variable. So here this is our global variable self dot bill. Okay, so here I will use this, and then here I will add, okay, self dot bill plus amount. Okay, so here I will use amount. Okay, so now we are adding every amount in our self bill. Okay, and then here we are updating our quantity for our database, and here we are calling self dot bill. Okay, but self dot bill does not exist a function with this name. This is bill function. Okay, this is the problem. I will remove it from here. So in fact, this was the problem. I will save it, and then I will execute it, and then here I will click this purchase button, and now this is our bill frame or bill function, and here I will click purchase. Okay, and now here I have to enter medicine 1. This is medicine name, and here I will click 2. Okay, and now I will click OK. Okay, amount of medicine. So here our amount is added, but still this is overridden, so we have to close this. Okay, when this will be closed, okay, this will be called, then we have to close this frame. Okay, so and other everything is fine now, only I have to destroy this frame when I will click OK. So I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, now I have to define function to destroy this frame. So name of this is bill frame, not bill frame. So name is purchase frame. Okay, okay, name of frame is purchase frame. I have to destroy it. Okay, so here I have to define another function. Okay, define and destroy function, and here I have to use self, and then I have to destroy frame, that is self dot name was purchase frame per frame. Okay, and here we have to destroy it. Okay, and now I have to call this function here. Okay, so here after the close function, here I will call this function self dot destroy. Okay, destroy function, and also here I will call this function. Okay, destroy function, sorry, self dot destroy function. Okay, and also here if we have any error, then also we have to destroy the frame. Okay, self dot destroy function. Okay, but here I will not call this function. Okay, enter values in both input fields. If user is skipping one of the given input fields, then it will still remain there to get new value. Okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, and here I will click again this purchase button, and now I will click purchase here. So now here I will enter medicine 1 and I will enter 3. Okay, I will click OK. Now this is destroyed. Amount of medicine 1 is 60. Okay, so now I will click this purchase button once again, and here I will add medicine. Okay, medicine 2, sorry, correct spelling. Okay, so here medicine 2, and then I will enter quantity 3. Okay, I will click OK. So now this is amount for medicine 2 is 45. Okay, so this is working correctly. So now I have to make functional these two buttons. So I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to print total bill. If you want to print all items or medicine, and so because previous we were deleting previous information and then we were inserting new medicine. Okay, but if you want to uh, show all medicines, then you can remove this statement from here. So you can remove this. So I will comment out it. Okay, and now you can show all medicines list. Okay, and now we have to define another function. So here I have to define function by using def keyword. Okay, so here I will use def, and this is total bill. Okay, total bill, and here I have to use self, and then here I have to use colon. Okay, so now here I will print a line first. So here I will use f, I mean formatted string, but first I will get line. Okay, line, and here I will use formatted string, and here I will print total bill. Okay, total, but first I should print empty line. Okay, empty line, here this is our empty line. Okay, and then here I have to, or I can increase it. Okay, and then here I have to use self dot list dot insert. Okay, now we will insert it after existing values. Okay, tk dot end, here we will get last value, and then we will insert this line. Okay, and then here I will print another line. So line 2. Okay, and here it is also formatting string, and here we will say that total bill is, and here I have to show total bill. So I have variable that contains total bill, and that is self dot bill. Okay, so I will print this. So now I have to call this function when our print bill will be inserted. Okay, this is print bill, and here we have to call this function. So here I will use command property, and here I have to call self dot print bill. Okay, where is print bill? Okay, I will see the name. Okay, this was total bill, not print bill, it is total bill. Okay, total bill. So now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so now I have to click purchase button, and again I will click purchase. Now here I will add medicine 1, I will enter quantity 3, I will click OK. Now this is 60. Now I will click purchase again, and here I will enter medicine 2, I will enter quantity 2, I will click OK. Now this is also added. Okay, now here you can see amount of medicine 2 is 30. Okay, and also I can click this button again, and here I will add medicine 2, okay, or 1 again, or 3. You can use any medicine name, and here I will use 1. I will click OK. So its amount is 10. Now I have to print bill. Okay, so I will click this button, and here our bill is missing. This line is printed, but our bill is missing. Okay, so what is problem, we will see. Okay, I will see it. Okay, so this is line 2, but we have to insert it. We were not inserting it. Self dot list, okay, and dot insert. Okay, we have to insert. We were missing this. Okay, now we will get last position or last value in our list, and then here I have to insert our line 2. Okay, this is line 2. Now I will save it, and then I will close it first, and then I will execute it. Okay, and here I will use again this purchase button. So here I will click purchase button and enter medicine name. Okay, medicine 1. Here I will enter 2. I will click OK. Okay, medicine value is 40. Okay, amount for this medicine 40 rupees. I will purchase one more. Okay, and here medicine 2. Okay, and here I will purchase 3 number of this medicine. So this is 45. I have to purchase one more medicine. So here I will enter medicine 3. Okay, medicine 3. I will enter for quantity. I will click OK. So now this is also 40. Okay, now I have to purchase one more medicine. Here I will enter medicine 4. Okay, and here I will enter quantity, uh, 4 or 5, okay, or 2. I will click OK. Now I have to print bill. Okay, so it should this is 100, and then this is 185. It should 185. I will print bill, and this is 185. Okay, so now I have to close this frame. Okay, I will click exit. Now I will define a function for warning. So here I will use def keyword, okay, and warn, or okay, warn function. So this is warn function, and here I will pass self as an argument, and here I have to use try block, try, and accept. Okay, accept exception as e. Okay, and then I will copy this code from here. So I will copy this statement from here, and then I will paste it here. Okay, if I have any problem. So if no problem, then here I will call database function self dot db function. Okay, so next I have to execute a query, but first here I have to use parentheses, and in the next line here I have to use cursor. Okay, so but first I will create a query. Okay, so here I will use query, this is variable, and then for mitten string, and here I will use select, and I have to select name and expiry. Okay, column from for messy. Okay, and then I will go next, and here I will use self dot cursor dot execute. Okay, and here I have to execute this query. So now I have to fetch all data in any variable. So I will declare variable data, and here I have to use self dot cursor dot execute, sorry, fetch all. Okay, fetch all. So now we have fetched all data, and we have assigned in this data variable. Okay, and we have fetched name from all rows and expiry date from all rows. Okay, so now here I have to check that, but first I have to get today. Okay, so here I have to declare variable today, and now here I have to use date time. Okay, dot now. Okay, and then dot date. here I have to use date. So also here we can do this like this. Okay, so date, sorry, here I have to use double parentheses. Okay, closing and starting. So now datetime dot now dot date. Okay, so we can also use this only, but it will return us date with number, sorry, with minutes and seconds, or even with milliseconds, but we have to get only date. Okay, so now here I have to get all these expiry date and names in different variables by using for loop. Okay, for, so here for name I will declare name. Okay, and then for expiry I will declare expiry. These are two variables, and then I have to use in and data. Okay, so for name it will return us names in this variable. Okay, and this will work as a list, and here this will work as a list for dates. Okay, so here I will use column, and next here I have to get today. Okay, or warning date. I mean, if after 5 days our medicine will expire, so we have to get those 5 days. Okay, so here warning days, var day. Okay, or warn days. So here I have to get warning days like this. I have to use parentheses, and then here I have to use expiry. Okay, e expiry, and then here I have to minus it from today. Okay, today. Okay, and then I have to convert it into days. Okay, so days, and next I will go to next, and here I have to set condition that if var variables or warn variables. Okay, so in this we have to read it as warning days. Okay, warning days is greater than, okay, or equal, okay, greater than 60, or even we can say if less than equal to 60. Okay, for 2 months. So here we have to print warning message. So here I have to use tk dot message, sorry, message box dot show warning. Okay, and here I have to set title warning, and then here I have to use formatting string, and here I have to use string medicine, and here I have to get name of medicine, that is name. Okay, for example, in first or in second iteration we have medicine 2. Okay, then here it is second iteration, then here medicine 2 will be printed. Okay, so here name, so medicine name will expire. Okay, will expire after, okay, or within, it is better, within, and here I have to use uh, number of days. Okay, those are in warning days. Okay, and here I have to use, okay, number of days, and here I will use days. Okay, within these days, for example, I have 5 days remaining from expire, then this string will as medicine 2. Okay, this is medicine, and then medicine name, medicine 2 will expire within 5 days. Okay, and then we have to set an other condition by using if. Okay, and here we have to set, sorry, we have to change column number for this elif. Okay, elif, and here I have to check elif, sorry, here I have to use here elif warning days, okay, is less than equal to 0, then we will print message. So here I will use tk dot message box, okay, dot show error. Now we have to show an error. Okay, so error, and here we will print error. by using formatted string and medicine name. Okay, medicine, the name of medicine that exists in name variable, okay, is expired. Okay, so this message will be printed, and now we have to call this warning. Okay, this warning function here you can call anywhere. So in the start I will call it after this add frame, and then a detail frame, option frame. Okay, here I will call this function. So self dot warn function. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so medicine 3 will expire within 55 days. Okay, I will show you. I will click OK, and then here I will show all. So now this is expiry date. Okay, so this is 11th month of 2024. So after 5 days this is 5, and next month will be started, and 30 days from 10th month, and 20 days from next 11th month. Those are 50, and 5 days from this month, these are 55. Okay, so our medicine 3 will expire after 35, sorry, 55 days. Okay, now here I can add one more medicine. Okay, so here medicine 4, and here I have to enter price. I will enter price 30, and here you can add quantity. Okay, so I will add 5 quantity. Expiry I will enter 2024, and 12th month and 20 day. Okay, I will add this medicine. So medicine 4 is added successfully. Okay, so here this is our medicine 4, and this is all information of this medicine. Okay, so now I can search any medicine. Here I will enter medicine. Okay, medicine 2. I will click OK. Now this is information of medicine 2, and then here I will click show all. So now these are all our medicines. Okay, and we can add quantity for any of these medicines. So I will add quantity for this medicine 3. Now I have to add 3 number of this medicine. Okay, so here I have to add quantity, and for medicine 3, okay, here I will enter medicine 3. Okay, and here I will enter 5 or 3. Okay, and then I will click OK. So now it will edit. Okay, I can show all once again. Now this is 10. Okay, now I have to purchase a medicine. So here I will click purchase button and enter medicine name. Okay, medicine 1. Here I will enter 2. I will click OK. Okay, medicine value is 40. Okay, amount for this medicine 40 rupees. I will purchase one more. Okay, and here medicine 2. Okay, and here I will purchase 3 number of this medicine. So this is 45. I have to purchase one more medicine. So here I will enter medicine 3. Okay, medicine 3. I will enter for quantity. I will click OK. So now this is also 40. Okay, now I have to purchase one more medicine. Here I will enter medicine 4. Okay, and here I will enter quantity uh, 4 or 5. Okay, or 2. I will click OK. Now I have to print bill. Okay, so it should this is 100, and then this is 185. It should 185. I will print bill, and this is 185. Okay, so now I have to close this frame. Okay, I will click exit. So this is exited successfully. Okay, so this was all about pharmacy management system using Python Tkinter with MySQL database. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, then please share with your friends and class fellows. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel now. Thank you.